Yeah. So Saturday, a week worth of fantastic streams. All the guys have done superb. It's a real pleasure. It's a real pleasure to watch the guys evolving. Put it that way. Anyhow, before we get going, we'll start doing the housekeeping as I always do. If you haven't watched Meltolgy Explained, the wonderful documentary by Joachim, please do. Also check out Joachim's channel, The Tartarian Meltdown. Wonderful evidence, wonderful guy. Likewise, check out all these guys. It's all in the description box. You should know by now. This is for newbies, people who don't know. So a big shout out to Knowledge, Alchemist 83, peeking through the veil and connecting the dots. Deb, the red brick chick. Marcus Aurelius, Our Melted Reality. All the links to these fantastic channels are in the description box. And it's a real pleasure to be able to read these out because we never had so many channels before. Excuse me. And everyone doing their own thing is great. Likewise, if you want to get in touch with me or you want to get on the show, my Instagram and email is in the description box also. If you want to go and check out my old stuff, the link for my Odyssey channel is in the description box as well. Over 350 of my old videos on Odyssey. If you want to go and check out the back catalogue, you'll see most of it is coming out now because some of the guys haven't been through all my videos, and you'll find that most of the stuff they're showing has been covered in those videos. But it's all a testament to these guys now because it takes a lot of work to dig out the evidence. And as we've been showing you for the past few months, we're coming with new evidence every night. What else was it? Also, if you want to donate to the channel, the PayPal button link is in the description box also. And we know we like the donations because it helps us formulate and plan stuff, give out donations to other Eagle Eye Crew members who need tech and stuff. So every penny counts, every cent counts, every $5 counts, every £10 note counts. So if you could, please do. It all goes towards building and expanding Meltology. Like I said, peeps, I'm not supposed to even be in tonight. I'm supposed to be technical director in the back. So I've had to take the reins and start the show. Obviously, as you all know, I don't do memes on anyone's show apart from my own. So I haven't got any memes to show you tonight. I've got plenty of evidence, though. And, it'll be, as Spartan Red always does, it will be one of those ones where you'll be saying, where the fuck did he get these? You know how it is. The more you research, the more you find in this game. You can never stop seeing it. You can't never, especially when you're searching, it's everywhere. Before I forget, please, a big shout out to all the members, mods, and admins in Red Brick University and Mountains of Red Brick Buildings, Melted Buildings on Facebook. Big shout out to all the group members. Fantastic groups throwing down fantastic evidence every day. And it's so sweet because it's especially in the Red Brick University, because it's all people who know all about Meltology. And there's no need to be explaining stuff. These people are off the bat. They're out there doing what they need to do and bringing the evidence, and high quality evidence as well. So long may it continue. It's just it's just amazing how things have gone since we started the group and since the stream was started. And that's all down to you guys, It's you guys. If no one was watching or no one commenting, we wouldn't bother, would we? But this Meltology is so important. It's a very key truth at the moment that it could unlock a lot of other doors. especially when it comes to academia and stuff. We can put them in their place where they need to be, which is under our heel, because they're lying. They're lying, and they've been lying for a long time. Facebook user says, sound is ear fucked. I don't know, mate. I can't check on the sound at the minute. Can't really check on the sound at the minute, but let's hope it clears up. There shouldn't be issues with it anyway. Let me just switch that down. Stop the screen. Boom. Let me just put it in here. Yeah, so echo. Might be a bit of echo somewhere. Because I've got two laptops going at the moment, so the other one might be causing the issues. So if you turn the sound down on the other one. Things we have to do. And then I need two laptops because when I go and share the screen, I can't see the comments. Excuse me for a minute. Let me just sort this out. Yeah, so anyway, I'm glad you all get in, those that are in. I've got some great evidence to show, and I know James is probably the same. Oh, here we go. Hang on a second. That's it. That echo should be gone there. Right, hopefully that. Sorry, just put the earphones. So that echo should be gone. Hopefully by now. Someone will give me a sound check and let me know if the echo is gone. Yeah, so I was saying I've got some nice evidence to show, and I know James has. And we'll see who pops in. I don't think further it'll be in tonight. He's doing a late work. He's working long hours today. And, links have gone out to the necessaries. See who turns up. Saturday night. The price is right. Yeah, like Max said, yo, bro, sound sorted. Thanks, mate. I mean, I'll put the other laptop on now. I'm not expecting it to be echoing, but it does. It's cray. Then I've had to turn my amp off as well. So I should remember to do these things. But as I said, I'm not supposed to be in here tonight. I'm supposed to be popping in and out and dropping evidence and popping back out again. But hey ho, it is what it is. We make the best of what we have, and we use the situation to our best advantage. You get to speak to me. You get to hear my dulcet tones for a little while before Meltolgies' finest, Mr. James, rolls in the door. Excuse me. I'm in my incognito mode tonight. Sorry. I'm incognito tonight. I'm going to stay incognito because I'm not meant to be here. I don't get paid enough for overtime. I'm meant to be resting today. I've got a busy day tomorrow. I've got a stream and that's another thing. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and share the link out for the stream and the channel. We need more feet on the Red Brick Road, and I need to. Obviously, I mean, I ain't supposed to be in. I'm supposed to be resting. I've got a stream to do first thing in the morning. I want to do it early. I want to be up streaming by about 10 o'clock. So make sure your notification bell's on if you want to have a sit down and relax with Spartan Red in the Sunday Easy. That's what we're calling it now from now on, the Sunday Easy. And then, of course, in the evening, we'll be streaming again. So part one in the morning, rest up through the afternoon, and come on and finish off the Sunday Easy in the evening. Also be aware that very soon we'll be streaming 7 days a week. Oh, yeah, 7 days a week. 7 days a week. At least one person will be here opening up this show every day. That's what we want to do. There's enough bodies now. There's enough evidence, and hopefully the EEC and others will appreciate the fact that we're on every night and showing evidence every night. So, yo, Fred, how you doing? Let me just shout out a few of the EEC who are in here. Big shout out to the Prince, Ivaldas. How you doing, Ivaldas? Hi, sir. And crew, he says hi to you as well. Been a while since we've seen you. Hope you're okay, bro. Odin's beard. Early cunt, as always. How you doing, Odin? Great to see you in. Deborah's in, but she won't be here long, I don't think. She just woke up, got to up. Mama Bear wanted to drop some brick love to all the Eagle Eye crew. It's all brick love. Hope you're okay. Send best to your mum. Hope she is on the road to recovery. Facebook user, that might be Davros. How you doing, Davros? Enlightened Mag, how you doing? Fred, how you doing, my friend? It's like 7-Eleven, but Meltology. Hi, Nancy. I am Nancy's in the house. How you doing? How are you doing? Anyway, as I say, I'm kind of playing for time before James gets in, because I really don't want to start shooting into evidence. So I want to wait until James gets in, but if I have to, I will. if pushed, I will. Yeah, you know, I don't need an excuse to be showing evidence. Yo, Fred. One, brick love, Fred. Brick love. Great supporter, great staunch soldier, Eagle Eye crew, all the way. And you know, so many are now. You know, so many are. It's just amazing how it's starting to just mushroom. It starts to grow with fantastic people, obviously. You know, I never expected it to go along the lines that it has gone along, but it's very pleasing to me. Right, before I get going, I need some studio music. Let's put some on. And I might crank out a few pictures whilst we're waiting. Let's go to about here. Sorry about this. I should have done this ages ago, but because I've been sat backstage waiting. And then I get the messages off of James. And I'm like, wow, I've got to start the show. Well, I don't mind starting the show. XXY, how you doing? Great that you're back in the chill out zone. Shout out to you all. I'm as high as fuck and drunken as fuck. Love you all. I love you all. I'm high and drunken, and I hope the stream's got memes. He said laugh out loud. Sorry. XXYY. This ain't even supposed to be my show. And I only do memes on my show. This is James's show. I'm just filling in whilst waiting for him to come in. So unfortunately, there won't be no memes for me tonight. It's just pure evidence for me tonight. I'm afraid. I don't even do memes on the Big Easy or in the crib. I don't do them. I only do it on in the chill out zone. It's just for you guys in the chill out zone. It keep them mean, keep them keen. They say. Too many memes make you less keen. So and then you're on a ration. Yeah, you're on a diet. You're getting too fat. You're getting too fat on the memes. So I've got to diet you. Yeah. Here we go. I'll just bring you in side by side, mate. Here you go. You're all right, mate.
What is up, everyone? What is up?
You are here.
I'm actually piggybacking right now off my phone, so I don't know how this is going to be.
Your pictures
until 3:30 if I'm lucky. So these bastards. Diabolical, man. It's like it couldn't have been planned any better. Hope everyone's doing good out there. Eagle Eye crew.
I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can hear you well. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You're perfect. Your picture's just a little bit blurry, but that's it. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Fred just said James ordered a double chicken, so it takes a lot longer.
I wish. This thing messed me up, man.
Oh, listen, I would have been freaking out, mate. If that was me, I would have been freaking out. I'm telling you. I would have been going nuts.
Like a couple hours before it starts, and I look at it and say, what the hell? It's telling me 3 o'clock. And it's like, 1:30 at the time. So, oh, shit. And then all of a sudden it jumps up to 3:30.
It's at 3:30, yeah. You never know. They might cut inside that. Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's all you can do. The main thing is you're in, mate, and that's the positive. You're in. And I've been doing the fill-in for you.
Good.
I was doing the fill-in for you, and I was just telling him. I think it was it? Hang on, let me go back.
Got it. What's up, buddy?
I'm just looking to see who made that comment. Odin said Meltolgies' finest white top. I can't see the comment, but someone did comment about Spartan. Odin said Spartans are filling. Yeah, I know. I'm being used. Maybe get paid. Holistic Media says, one love, beautiful souls. One love, holistic, and brick love to you. Hope your weekends is going fine. In fact, all your weekends. I hope everybody's weekends going fine. Forgot to even ask. I'm not in host mode. I'm in guest mode, and I'm trying to get my mind to switch, and it's not happening. I've been switched off all day. The only thing I've been switched on to is evidence.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. James.
I want evidence and walk evidence and getting all prepared for the day and making contacts and stuff, and then all of a sudden I get whopped over the head.
Yeah,
that's how you.
Yeah,
are you kidding me?
You know what? Life said.
And I went to work.
Life said, "Stop that shit. You're too organized.
Man.
Fuck you. I'm throwing a spanner in the works."
Other than that, man, my day's been great. I hope everyone else is too. Sometimes we have these little hiccups and little snags in life, but it ain't gonna stop us from spreading the truth.
Yeah, it's all good.
No
it's,
matter what,
rising above.
It's gonna keep on going. Even if I got to pass out flyers. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know.
Exactly.
It's testament to us how we do keep going on with these. We keep getting these technical issues, but we still keep rolling. I
don't really want to send anything out on my phone right now because it's using this as the internet. But
yeah, don't mess with that shit. Yeah, don't mess with that shit.
Yeah.
Alchemist, I'll put the link in the comments.
There you go.
And
the link will be in the comments. So
yeah, so if you're planning on getting in,
that way I won't have to mess with the phone.
Yeah, I've done it for you, mate. It's in there, so you don't have to
hopefully
mess with that
switch
phone.
over automatically.
Well, that'd be good. That'd be very good.
to the house internet instead of the cell phone internet. Hopefully, it switches over automatically.
Yeah, but really, if
you're using that little house, what's that?
I've done it. No, I was saying I'm hoping.
Right.
You're using your phone as a router now, so there shouldn't really be that many problems with it until once you get when it comes comes back in your internet, your normal house internet.
Yeah,
it should just kick in and take over. Yeah. You shouldn't have any problems, but it is what it is, my friend. We know how these things happen in life, as you said, so we just keep moving on. Human after all, what a guanin. One love to the chill out zone under the dome. Exactly, we're all under a dome, mate.
There we go.
Under a dome. And, it's lovely to hear those words, one love to the chill out zone. I love it.
It is.
It's great. It's great. Where else are you going to get a greeting like that? I mean, come on. Welcomed in with opening arms, dulcet tones, wonderful evidence, and wonderful people. Of course.
Exactly.
It's all about the people. It's all about the people. Can't beat it. Can't be beat. Right, Mr. James.
Yes, sir.
Now, as it's Melted Madness, would you like me to kick off?
Well, since you're in the house, that would be great because maybe my internet might be on by then.
That's exactly my thinking.
I'm going solo today. I don't have a little ego, so I don't have interview.
Yeah, you're doing a little bit of R2D2ing now and a little bit of freeze framing. So what I'll do is I'll kick it off. I'll kick it off, and then hopefully by the time I've got quite a few pictures to show.
Yeah,
and some way in between that. Yeah, you know me, mate.
Okay. Cool.
I always bring the fire, mate. I always bring the fire. I ain't going to come up here and show silly. I'm coming up to show devastation. But that's
my picture off way. That way there. If it freezes up, no one will see it.
Yeah, exactly. Can't afford that. Can't afford the freezing up. That is, I mean, all the hard work and then it freezes up on your pictures. Oh, drives you mad. Anyway, we'll sit back and I'll throw down some evidence, and hopefully maybe halfway through or whenever James will be up and running properly, and I can sit down and watch and look at his wonderful evidence as always. But remember, it's about perception, and it's about, can you see the melt? Can you? Me, very obvious. Other people, not so obvious. Eagle Eye Crew, obvious. Other people, not so obvious. We want to get to the point where everybody's actually seeing the melt. So let me share the screen. You still there, James?
Can you? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. You took yourself out. Why did you take yourself out? Right, James has just jumped out for some reason. This is what happens when you come on with a mobile, which is, we try and get away from that because it does this. Very, very unreliable, the mobile. Here he's back again. We might even be lucky where it might have been where his internet's come back in. Here we go. How you doing? Can't hear me. I know you're there, James, so I can't hear you. And they're calling this technology. They say this is technology. Look how it's fucking about for us. Yeah, I could just about hear you, James. I'm not going to start until you're in fully, so I can hear you properly. So. Gone again. Well, this is what we have to live with, and we pay for this shit. I can't believe we pay for this shit, and they give us crap service, crap service. Cutting off your internet for whatever reason, then you're not having your internet. I mean, they never give you any refunds either. They're just, wow. Touch wood, I don't have no more problems than mine. Anyway, big shout out. Yeah, Cabal Tech, fucking caballing, isn't it? Yeah, that says I'm finding the damage so quickly now. It's like a snowball. Well, it is. Your eyes are open now. Your mind is receptive. Your perceptions change, and you see it everywhere, same as I do. I was watching a James Bond film today, and it was what was it, Dr. No? Watching Dr. No, and he's driving to the woman's house, and it's just melted red bricks everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm watching James Bond, and there's melted building, and this is Jamaica. And there's a shot where he drives the guys. He's in his little Sunbeam driving up the mountainside, and they're chasing him in their black sedan, and he drives them off the road, and they go down the side of this supposed mountain, and as they're going down, it's just melted building. It's just bits of brick flying everywhere, and where this car's going down over the edge, over the side of this melted building. It's crazy. So I see it everywhere. I find it very hard to watch TVs. Odin said old films show loads of melty. They do, heck of a lot, because they're doing it because no one realizes what they're actually looking at. So again, it's a kind of they kind of mock us. They think we're dumb. We can't see the obvious, and this is how they operate. But that is coming to a close, because as we know, there are eyes that are open, there are minds that are receptive, and people's perceptions have changed. Odin says, nobody sheep knew then. Makes me fucking laugh, man. Don't. You know, sometimes I want to laugh about it and sometimes I want to cry about it, you know what I mean? I laugh about it because I think how stupid was I've been all most of my adult life. And then I cry about it because of the damage of what was here, what used to be, how things used to run. Human after all. you see, I'm not the only one. I think humans, I'll put the comment up because I was talking about this yesterday. Crying laugh. Human says, I think you're right about Daniel Craig too. Spartan runs like a lady. He does. When you see him running, man, he just looks like a girl, mate. Looks like a bloody girl, which is what he is, as far as I can see. Because you know, it's not only the running. He's got very short arms. He hasn't really got very square, broad shoulders like most men. His shoulders are angled. And the other one that I was startled about was Sean Connery. Yeah, he was another possible. Very hairy little man. And you get to be hairy little man, right? You get to be a hairy little man like Sean Connery when you take hormones. Why is he taking hormones? Because it's a fucking lady. Odin said Daniel Craig is a girl. FCM. Period. Of course. There's a lot of them are. You'd be surprised how many of these famous people are not what they're. He said exactly. All Bonds were Decepticons. Exactly. All Hollywood is. All Hollywood is. You know, they all do this inversion. They get off on it. Sounds like espionage. Yes, the spy loved me. I mean, wow, I said it before. You know, this cosmetic surgery and all this is all designed for these Decepticons, these Transformers. And you're back.
I'm back. It's going to be a rough one until this internet comes back on.
Oh, man. Excuse me. It's the only thing with phones. It's the only things with phones. You've got to have one of these real top end phones to get the crisp, clear signal on it. Otherwise, it's going to be, as it is with you, a little bit intermittent and up and down. So, whilst you're here, I will delve into some evidence then. You know, it's always a prejudice to go out and find the evidence. But for me, I can't never sit on it. It has to come out. I have to be putting it out. So what I'm going to show now, I'll be showing again tomorrow in the morning stream. I may do a different set of evidence for the Big Easy in the evening. But this will definitely be on the stream tomorrow morning. So here we go. 007 is casting his eye. He always casts his eye wide and far. And nothing never really escapes the golden eye of 007. Always on point. So here we go. I'll just wait until I see it on the other screen, so I know it's up. Now, this is just a part of a castle. The castle is called Atakuri Castle. Atakuri Castle. That's right. But again, look at what's happened to the bricks here. We have the outer shell of bricks is all heat expanded with the carbon-14 staining on the top. But below that layer, we have the rest of the bricks have churned out. They've churned. This is churned brick. See the carbon-14 scavengers that are on the top and everywhere else at the bottom. Huge arch here. And, you know, it is not ancient by any stretch of the imagination. It's not ancient, this place. Another shot of it from the rear, and you can see how the expansion in the bricks here, these going up the side of the building from below. Didn't start at the top and come down, it went from below and came up, as you can see by the damage. Look, this aperture here. Look, where's the rest of the building that would support this aperture? It's all flooded. All flooded. See, the brickwork is I mean, you can't build buildings. How do you get this wall in here? And again, the time frame, you know, whenever this was built, how or the date that they're giving us, it's just not possible. In the middle of nowhere, or so it would seem on first appearance. But if you look back here, you see in the background, huge melted building. Again, this is the same place. This is the arch, I believe, that I just showed you, maybe. But look at the bricks in it. Cooked. And where's the bricks here? This is bricks here. What's this shit? This is churned out. This is balloon rock in here. And here, this grey stuff. This is the stuff that looks like mountain now. That people will call this a mountain because of this grey stuff. They won't see the bricks. They'll make some cockamamie story up of how they got these bricks in here. But you see this transition point between these bricks and this cooked out stuff? That's not possible to be. You can't build like this. This block here in the corner. You can't build like this with two sets of materials joined in the center, but there's it's seamless. Look here, seamless, the transition, because one is the other. This is before, this is what's left of before, and this is definitely cooked out and fried afters. The carbon 14 stains here. Wow, brickwork up here is mangled as well. But we've got some nice stuff. I've got some nice stuff to show you. I'm hoping that James can come back in. I'm trying to take this slowly to give James as much time to get back on, because I need him to be able to comment on what I'm going to show. But again, why do mountains have bricks? Look here. Why would a mountain have bricks? It doesn't need bricks, obviously, if it's a mountain. But mountains don't have bricks, but buildings have bricks. So here's the proof. Here's part of the building that didn't get cooked or rock curtained over. And here, this wall is damaged. Of course, the bricks is cooked out here. See how thin it is here now. Fat it is in this frontal part. This middle part is cooked out. And this is all the same place at the moment. This is that Ascuri Castle. And again, you know, I wish people would stop with the where is this and all this business, because to me, it has never mattered where a place is, because every place is the same. It's all damaged. So what you're going to get in Russia, you'll get in China, and in China you'll get in the UK, and in the UK you'll get in America, in America you get it in Canada, and then in France. It's all the same. It's all one huge grid that has been totally blown. And the grid components are the evidence of this. Right? The grid components are the evidence that this was a severe event. And it was severe, because look what's left of a huge building. This is just a huge building. There's nothing left. All of it is churned up and cooked out and spread out. I hope you can hear me, James. If that's you. Let me just go and... Yeah, it must have been James anyway. I'll keep pushing on. Don't want to bore you with loads of silence and whilst we're waiting for James to come in. Again, here, look at the bricks. Look how it's churned out. Block, big expansion here. Look, red brick right in the corner, and it's expanded as well. Little chunk of red brick here, and look at these huge melted buildings here in the background. You know, there was no hiding place from this, because everything was plugged into the grid. So when that electrical surge happened, for whatever reason, whether it was sun-kissed or not, these buildings blew like you would see on a computer motherboard. Electrical surge. Some of the grid components could handle the surge, and some couldn't. And this is why you see this varying degrees of damage, because each building could take some of the buildings could take more charge than the others, obviously, and some buildings just disintegrate into brick ash, as you see in North Africa. That's south of the Atlas Mountains there in the Sahara Desert. That was all a huge complex of buildings, but now we just see brick ash everywhere. Again, this is another huge grid component. Look how big this one is. Now, I never check the dates and stuff of these places, because it's always a lie, because it cannot be built in the time frames that they're giving us. But even in building standards, this is, how did they see this here? You're telling me they built this. How did they build this with sunken in like this? Look, all down. Look how low this is down here. And this place goes way back here. This is part of it here. And it's set up on this huge hill, exclamation mark, because we know it's sat in its own footprint, its own melted footprint. This is sinking down into into its own footprint of melt. This is why all these plants are here. There's loads of carbon-14, so the heat making the bricks expand, and then the expansion is moving up the wall. This sinking into it and moving up as well makes it sit down in the melt. Yeah, and look at the damage. They're going to tell you it's erosion, and because it was built years and years ago, and that's how they fooled everybody. That is how they fooled everybody. So it's ancient ruins, and the weather did it. No amount of erosion and rain can make this scorching here, though. Scorched. Well, you look at these are cooked, fried bricks here. What's happening here? Look, this is the tower, but it's damaged. Look, it's supposed to run all the way down straight, but look, it starts inside a bit. There's a little bit of heat expansion in the bricks at the bottom here, and on this side is sort of running kind of parallel to the bottom, the top to the bottom, but it's still, the bottom is expanded out. The bottom is blocky. The bottom here is blocky. Look at the bend on this through the heat expansion. That's supposed to be a straight tower. Mad, very mad. Here we go. When we say a huge brick flood, that's exactly what happened. See this back here? Huge building melting. You can see the flow lines of the melt, the A-frames, and it just kept flooding everything because it was so enormous. And this is a casualty of this from behind. These, what you're seeing on the ground, are the tops of buildings. That's how much brick flood there was. These were actually enormous because they're still well above the ground level, or the brick flood level. But if you look down here, you can see there's areas where it didn't fill in with brick flood here in the central bit here. But we can still see brick ash there. Again, miles upon miles of melted buildings. Look here, you can see the viscosity here. Let me go back a bit. Here, look. See the melt? Drips over. It's all brick flood. This part here is not so much flooded here. see he's got some grass here, and it looks like there's a depression here, but everywhere else is just flooded. And we know they're buildings because look, there's a doorway, arch, tower, double arch here. You only get them things for buildings. And Fred Flintstone certainly didn't have enough time to carve all of this. Oh my. Cowpack Castle, says Odin. Uvalda said there's got to be hidden land, but that's also fucked. My take on that is a bit like Stefan. I think there's domes. There's more than one dome here. That's what I think. Like little biospheres. So we're in one biosphere, and you've got a next set of people, maybe past the ice shelf, in another biosphere. That's what I believe. But that's only my personal opinion. Yeah, and you know, it is what it is. Until we get evidence to prove these things, we can only make assumptions, and I don't really like to make those. Again, look here, grid component, melted grid component, clear as you like. All right, clear as you like. Look what happened here to this tower. Gone, melted. See the melt at the bottom here, and then this is all brick flood here. This is from the flood. This huge building back here. This probably was the reason that this is damaged here and melted and flooded, because you're only looking at maybe 20% of the building, 10% of the building that's left. This red stuff here. This building just went up in the clouds. That's how big they were. More of the same. More of the same. You look around this place, you see melted buildings, A-frames, and melt. And lucky for this part in their foreground that there's pockets of survival here, because there's none at the back. None. It's totally fried at the back. But this gives us a nice little look at what it used to look like. And even this is in a bad state of affairs. I mean, down here you can see the way the heat came up from the bottom, disturbing the bricks, expanding the bricks, and travelling upwards here, bulging out here. And look at all of this damage to these buildings here. It's incredible. And how did they build this one here with this top part stuck in the wall? Oh my! Look at the steps. Look at the stairs. These ones all damaged. This is heat expansion here, look. Heat expansion over the stairs, look. Here, look. Oh my. We could go on for days, really. It's another one of those pictures. There's so much going on. Look. Balloon rocks. Heat expansion. I mean, wow. The arches here. Mangled. This one's bigger than it should be. That's heat expansion. Let's keep moving. Oh man, as I say, it's everywhere. They're very clever in their deception when they tell you that the Romans went around building everywhere, and that's why there's columns and amphitheaters and viaducts and all of this infrastructure that looks the same all over the realm. Very clever with their Roman, putting it on the Romans, but this is not the Romans. You know, we figured out that you can't march, fight, and build on the move. You can't do that. And that is how they must have done it if it was really the Romans. They must have fought, marched, and built all at the same time. You can't do that. Can't do that. This is Egypt, part of Egypt. And just look at it and tell me this isn't X factor damage. All these Egyptologists going around poking their nose in the brick ash everywhere, and they can't understand why the whole of this is a crime scene. It's a carcass. It's X factor devastation. I mean, look at all these columns in here. When you see loads of columns like this, you know it's tech. You know it's tech. If I would have said Romans didn't even have toilet paper. Dirty Romans. Dirty Romans. Again, look, we see this so much. I mean, it's so it's, because this is what this realm is. It's pockets of survival stuck in huge in a huge brick flood. At the top of the building here, still got structure at the top, structure here, a wall, and it's all melt. It's all melt over here. Look, window here. I mean, it's apertures, and then the lucky ones at the front are pockets of survival. But in between these pockets of survival, you can still see this balloon rocking going on. That's where it's melting down on this A-frame here. Incredible brick ash here, plant life. It's all the signs of the X factor. You know how many times do I have to say there was a huge, massive flood? It wasn't a mud flood. It wasn't a water flood. It was a brick flood. Melted brick flood. As you can see here quite clearly, this is melted and sunken down. And what is around it is the rest of the building and other bigger buildings that melted and flooded. Everywhere was damaged. It's a very easy scenario to understand. Huge buildings melting down into a brick flood, and then the brick flood densified, everything densified, and the buildings were now stuck in the position they were when they were melting. This is brick ash here on the ground that you think is ground. This building is melting downwards into that. Look how low this is. And then behind this building is totally fried. And it probably helps in flooding this area. More of the same. Brick slide equals landslide, says Human. Exactly. It's all brick ash. That's why it happens all the time, because they're built on top of brick ash. Little bit of moisture, it breaks off and slides. Little bit of vibration, it breaks off and slides. What do you think earthquakes are? Come on. You know? It's not set. The whole melt is still moving. It's not set. That's how we know it's not long ago. Another clue that it wasn't long ago. If it was millions and millions of years ago, it'd all be set by now, but it's not. It's still moving. You've still got buildings malfunctioning and spewing out molten red brick, which they call lava. Getting excited. Sorry. I thought I clicked it, but I didn't. I'm just getting excited. Again, more the same. Look, melted down buildings in the brick flood. That's all it is over here, brick flood, melted building. But you know, we have to keep giving you the examples, because people won't believe their own eyes. They won't believe the explanation for what they're looking for is very, very simple. Right? We don't need this scientific, technical mumbo jumbo to describe what we can see. In fact, we're even better at describing what we can see than academia, because they're using made up words. We're not using made up words. We're just describing what we see. Brick flood, tops of buildings sunk into the brick flood. Pocket survival here on top of that is the top of the building here. Everything else melted down and flooded all this. More of the same. I mean, what do you need these openings down so low down here for? This is Frodo Baggins size. Even Frodo might have to stoop his head to go in there. But it's all a consequence of the X factor. See the melt here. This is all brick flood. This is at an angle here, melting downwards. See the concrete molds on this particular building are all heat damaged. Heat expansion. I tell you, we bring it, mate. The chill out zone certainly brings the evidence, and you know what are these little pieces sticking up here? Here, and here. I know what they are. Do you? Got some up here, look, that have not melted, but they are filled out from behind. These are columns. This is aperture here, look. Double arch here. Look, you can see the apertures here. Here, it's building as everything is. Everything. Brick ash. And then now set up their little cozy, it looks like it might be one of these self-help groups. Go out in the middle of the desert and just start chanting and stuff. But it's obviously done for the tourists. This is now a tourist spot. Look, what is this up here? What is this red bricks up here? Mad, mad, mad. I can't pull it off the screen to zoom it. Well, let me just try and zoom it a little bit. Interested to see what that is. Now that looks like red bricks to me. But it looks set next to all the melt. It looks like it's just been put there. Very interesting. This is the same place, a little bit further on. And now, see, then I put all this in here. Never used to have all this. This is all for the tourists now. You pay big money to go and stay here. And obviously it's paid for the new pathway because this wasn't here before either. This is all brick flood. They put these paths in to accommodate this tent business they've got going on here for the tourists. But getting back to the obvious, look at the damage to the building here. Viscosity. It's stretching, trying to stretch open, and the carbon 14 is just it's too obvious. I mean, who wants to live in a mountain? To live in a mountain that looks like this. I mean, the damage here to that left, to the right corner of this building. Let me just zoom in a little bit so you can get what I'm talking about. Look at this shit here. Look at this shit here. Uh-oh. You can't build this. This is like the elephant skin that we see everywhere. Look at the damage here. Look at the dripping. And it strips over. And this is all rock curtained over the top. Look, from here. Damage here, look. Big folds of melt. This is all brick lines expanded. I mean, this over here is mad. Up here, look, more of the same. See viscosity here. See it's starting to open up here. It's starting to open itself up. But we see plenty of examples of this everywhere we look. Because everywhere is heat damaged. Ivalda says amazing photos. Thank you, mate. Again, more of the same. A huge building here. Huge building. And look at the damage. We see this kind of damage everywhere we look. And we've got the new tents here on this side of it. And they charge big money for you to go on holiday there, mate. I'm telling you. You can't just you can't be poor like me and go there on holiday. Again, this is another look at it. Look at how big. Look at this melt. Look, this is all building here behind. See the angle of this one. The way it's leaning towards this one and down. Wow, this one's twisted out this way. Incredible place. And I believe this is the same place that it did the Star Wars movie. I think it's called Rum Wadi or something like that. Wadi Rum Desert or something like that it's called. But it's full of melted buildings, as you can see. Look, everything in this picture is melted building, apart from this woman here who sat on top of melted building. Obviously, see the brick ash, the brick flood, densified into brick ash then. When it's solidified, Aperture. Wow. That looks like structure back here too. But you see the redness as well, plenty of carbon-14. Notice there's no glance. No glance. And they love a bit of carbon-14. They love a bit of carbon-14. Again, what's this monstrosity behind? Well, this monstrosity behind is the same as what's in front, but it's just a different state of matter. It's been severely damaged by the X factor. The bricks have turned viscous and expanded. See the dripping, staining, and then you got these bricks here that you can recognise as a building. They're still damaged. Look at this top of this wall here. Look at the bricks in the top of the wall there compared to the bricks a little bit lower down. Amazing evidence, and people can't tie the two together. They think this, rightly, because they haven't got the eyes to see that these two things are separate. They're totally different things. They're not. They're the same thing, but one's changed its state of matter, and the other is on its way. This balloon rock in here. Just want to see how big that is. Look at that. Look at the corner. Look at the angle. Oh, please. Oh, my. Oh, no. Come on now. You got a pocket of survival at the top. And a wall that goes round. And another pocket of survival. Yeah, so this is they call them car cells. So this is the 4 towers. There's one there, the wall that goes in between. And then where's the rest of it? You've got pocket survival here, pocket survival here. These are columns, and it's all rock curtained over. That's why you can't make it out. That's why you can't put the top with this, because you believe this is something different. You believe they came and built on top here and then dug this out here to put these in. How can they ever do that? How can they ever do that? Si, signor, no possible. It's not possible, signori. I'm so glad the Prince is in tonight. I hope you're okay, Val. It's been a while since you've been in. I hope you're okay. And it's all brick love. It's all brick love. Again, look at the stain in here. Carbon 14, dark here, dripping, expanded bricks. Look how it's rock curtaining over here in huge slabs. Amazing. A bit closer. It's saying to you, I'm not all right. I was never built like this, people. Don't fall for their lies. Do not fall for their lies. This is not possible. This is a building. It's not a mountain. There's no such thing as mountains. As we keep showing you again and again and again. You see this here? Around this area? This pattern, this is crystallized. Same as here, crystallized. Same as here, crystallized. So we've got crystallization happening, and we've got heat expansion in bricks as well. Look, all in the same building. This is crystallized here as well. It's got that shine to it. It tells you apertures in the melt, ghost apertures in the melt. We've got normal apertures in the crystallization here, ghost apertures in this crystallization, but then we've got an aperture that's open here. This is all X factor. This is all electrical charge and heat and pressure. Again, this is supposed to be a mountain, right? So this is a mountain on the right hand side. Why have we got steps here? What is this that this mountain is, this part of this so-called mountain is sat on? Why is this wall all warped and chewed out and the bricks are all over the place? And what is going on here on your right-hand side? On your left-hand side, sorry. And if you look just back here, what the hell has happened here? They cannot, you know, there's far too many. It's not like there's far too many questions, but when you start asking the right questions, geologists will fall on the floor in pain. So you're saying this is all due to magma from the Earth's core pushing up and creating the landmass. So it created as it's pushing up and creating landmass, it created an aperture as well, right here. I'm not believing that shit. I'm not believing that shit. I don't believe that. If you believe that, you're on your 5th booster. I mean, come on, look at this shit here. We get some nice close-ups of this in a minute, but this is just to give you the flavour of this place, because they can't be telling me they built this. What is going on back here? What is these pieces of pockets of survival on top of this huge melt here? And why is this sat in all bloody water? Well, you know what? The water wasn't here to start with. And look at the damage. What is this shit flowing down here? Look, see it? This wedge of melted building here. It is cooked like you wouldn't believe. Look, it starts here, flows down over the top, rock curtaining over. Look how cooked out it is. Look at the cooking here. Let me just. Look at this here. See the edge of the rock curtain here. Goes all the way back up here. More here. Look at the staining. Look at this char. How charred it is. It's incredible. Huge pieces here. Look, man, come on. You know Spartan don't play when it comes to evidence. Just look. So all you got to do is look and think to yourself, well, how did they do this? How did they do this? Look here. Why are there apertures here in the ground? It's not ground, it's brick ash. It's from this building here. Look, aperture right there. Boom. This staining is cray. Man. When you see them like this, look, when you see like this, you know this place was fried like you wouldn't believe. I mean, look, this building here is all stuck in the melt. This is all flow. Let's see this huge flow here. Give up here and flow down. This is mad here. We're going to see a little bit more of that because it's of this bit here is cray. This bit here is cray. I'll just move it along. This is here. Look, this is interesting. Look, no water. Here's the place, no water. Where's the water gone? Where's the water gone? This is mad here, look. And this piece here that I'm circling, it's huge. Absolutely huge. See this melt come down now? At a slightly different angle. Look, see the melt coming down from here? This is what we can't try and tell you about this scenario. Heat from the bottom rising up, balloon rocking, making the bricks expand, and they're chewing everything up. They've chewed this up. And then it's rock curtained over and sat in its own melt. But then this has give up and it's flowed down like water. This is a brick waterfall, a brick fall right here. Madness. This bit here is huge. I'm telling you, look what's on top. Grid components on top of this melted piece here. I'm mad. Oh mate. It's sometimes it's like when I think I can't find something new, I find it, and it's just like it does my mind in. And this is one of these places I just can't believe it. And we're going to see more examples of stuff that I can't believe. Look, you see the water's back. People here, giving you an idea of the scale. This is look at all the chunks here. Look, chunks of huge pieces of building here. Look, all chewed up, all melted and charred. Look at them. See the flood? You see the brick fall here? Bam. Oh my. You're starting to realise how big this piece is now, are you? Look at the size of it. I can't believe we've got grid components melted in the top. It's mad. And then to top it off, just to put the icing on the cake, look what happened to the red bricks right in front of you. Oh man, look, this is this. I'm sorry. It's humorous to me. We'll keep moving. Yeah, this is the same place. You see up here. Look at this here. You see places like this, and it's just enthralling to me. I get totally drawn in. And this is another one. Now I've seen a couple of pictures of this place. I'm probably one of the first people to post a picture of this place. This is a long while ago. And I've just stumbled on these again, as you do with your search. You stumble on stuff. And I recognised it straight away, but I didn't have these images, so obviously I had to have a look at this shit. EEC, look at this shit. You know, or you should know by now, that Spartan always brings the fire, right? Always brings the fire. Look up here. Look at this huge piece of building, and look what's on top of it. Pocket survival on top of this huge piece of the building here that's damaged and heat expanded here. Look at the bricks on the top of the Oh, listen, I'm going to retire. You know, I am, because I need to let the superstars flourish. I need to let them flourish. I keep doing this to them, and it's not fair. Here we go. Look. Uh-oh. Oh, exactly, Odin. Tenor ladies for moist cunts. Because if you ain't moist over these pictures, there's something wrong with you. Look at how this set. Look at the melt here. This is all melted buildings. It's melted building because look what's on top of it. Look at this piece here. And it's got all grid components. All grid components that are blown. The carbon 14 here on the surface of the bricks. This is just cray. Look, this wall here. This is below the melt here of this building. Look down here. Oh man, you want to see more? All right, here you go. I'm the daddy, mate. I'm the daddy. You're not the daddy. I'm the daddy. I'm only playing you. We're all daddies in here. We're all daddies in here. But look, there's some things to see here. Look at this. Look here. I like the way that this brickwork here is just stuck in the top of the melt here. It's incredible. This is obviously all rock curtained over the rest of the building. And look what's on top here. And so I showed this, not this particular picture, but I showed maybe 2 or 3 pictures a long while ago. I've only ever seen one person repost those pictures. So if you haven't seen this place before, it should be making the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, because it certainly did mine. Human after all says, keep them coming, Spartan. I've got some stuff to show you still. Still got some stuff to show you. Don't worry. You should never worry about Spartan, because I've always got evidence. And you know me, my evidence is always fire. Look at this shit. All this behind is melted building. Look here, back here. And it flooded, and it did this to these buildings. Look at them all. This one's on it's on an angle. It's not even straight. Back here. Look at this one. More columns back here. This has got a piece of text stuck on it or near it. And all the melt is incredible. Nice little picture. Again, look, columns. Meltage, brick expansion. Huge expansion back here. Steps. It's always the same. The same. It's always the same. It's always the same. Because it was one event. It was not people talking about this reset, that reset, this reset. No, there was only one reset. It was this one. Damage here. Look how it flowed out here. I mean, your eyes should be going all over the place because mine are. Please. Oh, Spartan. It's too easy. And I don't mean that to be flippant, but when you've got a realm that's damaged from top to bottom, from left to right, it will be easy to find the evidence because it's abundant. We can come here every night and put on 3, 4 hour, 5 hour streams with new evidence every night. That tells you how abundant the evidence is. And we've been doing this for 9 months, 10 months. Here you go. Here it is. Look, here it is. I mean, this corner here is, well, not corner, but this part of the melt here is cracker. See the angle here? Very straight. My God, this place is totally, look, more of it here, look, more of the original building here. Got grass growing it up on the brick flood on top here. It's, this is very Romanesque here, this column. So I suppose the Romans have been here as well. They've been everywhere. The Romans have been everywhere, my man. Building and fighting as they went. Again, look, pocket survival with the heat damage. Scorched. Huge melt behind. Huge melt. See bricks here. More columns here. I mean, and then it obviously it goes downwards. It's gone down. Sinking down into the brick flood. Side view. Look at the bricks. Look how the columns are all buckling. This one in the centre is angled, slightly different. But so you'd expect that because what is sat on the foundations is melting as well. This whole region is what I term as fucked. It's all fucked. Look, just look. No amount of made up scientific pseudo mumbo jumbo can explain this, I'm afraid. None of them. Alchemist is in the house. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're okay. Hope you had a really good weekend. Glad you could make the chill out zone to see some more of this evidence that's going to be thrown out tonight. And he says, greetings, EEC. Blessings to all. Blessings to you as well, my friend. Fred said, definitely Greek carving, yeah. Yeah. Again, look, one little pocket of survival in this part, look, right here. Everything else is chewed up, expanded red brick. The buildings now do not look like buildings anymore. There's a little bit here as well. The buildings don't look like buildings anymore. Uh-oh. Why do buildings need columns to support them? Sorry, why do mountains need columns to support them? Look inside here. Mountains don't need columns. Only buildings need columns. Steps. Look at the steps. We've got this particular step here is even to about here, and then we've got a block appearing, missing a brick and a block, and then another block fused to the step up in front, behind, above it. And then it goes down, then up again. You can't step here in the night time. You will break your neck. You can't. You can't go there in the night time, man. You'll be on your face. And again, just look at the front of these columns here. Look at the angle of the melt. It goes level here, and then look, boom, the brick floods right up here. Oh man, please. It's the Romans. Look, there's a grid component here. Look, with columns. A little piece of one there. And look at this building here in the right. Look at the top. Look at the damage to the top. You can still see bricks here. Look. still see the bricks. And look how blocky it is at the bottom. Gone blocky. Why does it go blocky? Because it's closest to the heat. I'm just pointing out these little pockets of survival here. Look, one up here. One up here. Look, you look in where I'm circling. Right? Why? These are the two questions. How and why would you put these here? If you're saying that they were built, why would you put them there? What purpose? What purpose does that serve here? What purpose does that serve? Why we got this part of the grid component here on its own? What is this melt doing here? How did it come there? I just put the pressure on. Put the pressure on academia. When you ask the right questions. You know, everyone can, make estimations, but ask the right questions of these people, and you'll find that they will be floundering. We had an example yesterday. A geologist talking shit, and then when asked to come in and defend his position, he won't, because he knows he'll get roasted alive. Look at this up here. It's the same place. Just to prove that pockets of survival, the columns there. And above, look, more pockets of survival. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Scorchato, says Alchemist. Odin said, even Harry Potter see bricks. Fucking ran through him, didn't he? Even afterwards says, definitely glacial erosion. They don't call it that. They call it glacial precession. That's what because they think that the ice is moving and gouging out the rocks to make these patterns, but obviously it's bullshit. Fred says, totally scorched on the top there. Sorry if you can see me leaning across because I have to put two laptops on so that I can read the comments. It's the only way, and I don't want to use my phone because it's too small for my little old eyes. I need a Dean magnifier on my screen on my phone. But it is what it is. As long as I can read the comments whilst I'm sharing the screen, that's the main thing. Because I like to keep up with you guys. You guys are always so quick with the comments, and it's hard to keep up with you sometimes. Like Matt said, Harry, you're a wizard. Hint, hint, people. He is a wizard. Right, I'm just going to take the opportunity. I'm going to leave this picture on. Let you have a good look at it. I'm going to be a minute or so if I need a wee. I'll be back in a sec. Ah, right, I'm back, fam. I'm back. Yeah. Ooh. Get caught short, and it's always a rush job. I can't remember what I was saying. We're going to move on. Oh, man, please. Please understand. You cannot build like this. You cannot put building structure here. How would you put building structure here? How? And how did you hold all this up to put this in? Behind it, not the front part. What's behind is holding all this up. Use logic. Think critically. Oh, sorry, that's me getting excited. Think critically. How did they put this in here? It's clearly building structure. So's this. Look at the blocks at the bottom. All the brick flood. But behind, this is, this is part of this. It's a building that's gone through a metamorphosis with the X factor electrical charge and the heat and the pressure. See bricks here. Brick lines. Cray. This is mad here, having this in here. Perfect example for what we're talking about. Okay, look at this region. Some of you may never have seen these shots before, and you should be gasping, because I was gasping when you start looking at the melt and what's left, the pockets of survival. Look, this is huge, huge steps here. See this here in the center? This is steps, but they're damaged. Look at the angle going down. Look at the huge amount of columns and arches here. Grid component. I mean, this place is marvelous, absolutely marvelous. Oh, Meltolgies' finest is trying to get back in again. Odin says, I'm so wet, I need a fucking life jacket. Oh, Fred says, Boulder City. Look at that, Boulder City. Oh, man, come on. Come on, guys. And I'm not talking to the Eagle Eye crew because we know what we're looking at. And but even still, I love to amaze them as well. After all this time with all the evidence we've seen, I like to still amaze the Eagle Eye crew. They're my peers. They're my family. They're my friends. I like to not surprise them. I like to shock the shit out of them with the evidence. That's what I like to do. Newbies and people who are on the fence, that to me don't bother me. I don't, not saying I don't care, but it don't really bother me. But I like to shock the shit out of the Eagle Eye crew. I like to shock the shit out of other meltologists, so they know. They know. I don't play games when it comes to evidence. I just bring it, and I keep bringing it. Use that place again further back. The steps damaged, blocky here at the bottom, closest to the brick flood, closest to the heat. That's why. I mean, this building here is just. It is sorry. It's sorry asked. Oh man. Grid components. It might even be a hydro plant. I'm not too sure yet. I have to think about it. But this here in the center, damaged. All of these columns are damaged. The brickwork underneath, damaged. What's above is obviously building. Look, there's an aperture here. An aperture here. See how it slid out and twisted into the melt? Rock curtaining over the top. This square pit here is another part of this building. Oh, my. How history has been used to pull the wool over your eyes. That's what's happened. They've used history to blind you. And now you're so blind you can't see the trees for the wood. They make up all different narratives now, and you believe every single one of them. Are you joking? Again, some of these images I've shown you really need to go and look at my old videos. They're so good. They've got so many of these pictures in that I found years ago. Not of the same standard quality looking at them, but same areas. And now we have different browsers that we can search on. We can now get in the quality. This is why we like to do the underwater stuff now, because we're getting very, very clear images and we can pick out everything. Our eagle eyes will pick out everything. And there's so much to pick out here, I'm not even going to try. But the main event is this shit here. Look at this. What happened to this building to cause this? Geology, please put your answers on a postcard and then stick them up your ass. Because they're never going to give you the correct answer about what happened here. Ever. I mean, come on, daddy. Come on, daddy. Can you see? Can you see when you're shown? See what these boulders are sitting on? Look here at the edge. Top here, between this boulder and this bush. Bricks. They're heat damaged and expanded, but they're bricks. And then look what's underneath that. Yeah. Look what's underneath this. This is all melted building. This is grid components fried. Fried. Made all of this happen. Look at the top. It's all brick flood on the top. You can see it. Brick flood. Pieces sat in the brick flood, then it densifies, so then they got stuck there. I mean, how does this stop here? These are bricks. Melted bricks. It's all melted bricks. I wish it wasn't. I wish I could say something else, but I can't. I have to say what I see. Now, I believe these are bulls. These are a row of bulls sitting down looking, but look at the state of them. They look melted, don't they? Look at the viscous holes, the viscosity, the rough texture. It looks melted because they were melted, as well as these grid components behind with the tech at the top, all around the building itself. Another clue. Oh man, please. Please. As I say, I need to retire. Now, this person, if you asked her how this happened to her dwelling, she won't know. You ask what's all this brick arrangement here, she don't know. You ask her why there's a gouge here on the top, she won't know. See how it's melted here? You see the edge of the melt here? This what was in the center was brick flood in this gouge. But it's not just here. Look behind. More of the same. This building is just a pocket of survival. It was lucky because even the bricks here at the bottom here are starting to react, starting to expand outwards. Going to turn into this monstrosity behind. From the side. I just said Titan shit house, yeah. T-Rex shit house. The T-Rex came along and thought, oh, I need to go. I'll shit on your house. I kid you not, I'm going to shit on your house. I mean, you've only got to look with your eyes and see this is madness here. You can never build this building in this. X Factor. Oh my. What happened here? Mr. Geology. I'm sorry, Spartan, I'm baffled. Well, you being baffled is good because then we can explain to you, then you won't be baffled. You won't be baffled ever again. You know, just like I can't unsee what I've seen. Once you see it, that's it. You cannot go back to your old way of thinking and seeing and perceiving stuff. You have to move on to a whole different level. Now this grid component is stuck on the side of a supposed mountain. Now, if they're telling you they built this, you tell me how they built this side of the building here into the mountain. Look, how did they do this? Even it's just not ever possible. Only says looks normal. Yes, keep taking the Lagactol if you think this is normal. You need more meds if you think it's normal. This is a natural occurrence and nature did this. Come on. It's my nemesis. It's a church again. In the middle of nowhere. Melted buildings all around, as we can see by over on the right hand here. Brick ash on the ground. And look what we have here. Melted red bricks. See the gravel looking ground. That's brick ash, but it's big pieces of brick ash. Haven't cooked down enough to become ash. But to find this in the middle of nowhere, just says it all. Why would you, how and why? What the fuck is this? Odie says, nature did it. Oh my, certainly did. I mean, look at these. This is red brick building. Cooked out at the bottom here. You can still make out the bricks in this side. Probably here as well if I zoomed in. I'm not going to know. But it's all melted down. And look, there we are. There we are, surveying the topography and taking a big shit on it because we know what it is. It's all buildings. Oh, grid components fried. Grid components fried. Brick ash on the ground. This is your Kaiser Wilhelm arrangement here with the tech on the top, dome shaped. Fantastic. Look at the damage to these smaller bits of this grid component. Heavily damaged. Look, there's another one. There's a lot of these around actually. They just seem to be everywhere. Look, these wonderful parts of the grid component here. But this is all red brick damage here. See the tower right at the top. Oh, it's a cray building. Absolutely cray. Again, most of you would have seen this place, but the other angle from the other side, and of course it is melted grid component, high complexity as well. But what I thought was interesting is these buildings stuck in the melt on the side here. Just zoom up a little bit more. Look here, apertures. See how it's stuck out? This is all rock curtained over. Look at the melt here at the top. Ballooning up here, ballooning, and you see that it's rock curtained over slightly as well. This dark stuff is rock curtain. I mean, these are all concrete molds in here, and it's one of them wow ones. Fucking hell, because it all sunk down. It sunk down into the melt. That's why it's where it is, and it had to be dug out. Look, another one. Exactly the same as the first two that I showed you. This dome with the spiral tech at the top, the spire on top of a plinth. But look at the bricks. Heat damage. Compressed, very thin. Some of them. The steps are damaged as well. The walls got damaged, and the top bricks on top are all damaged. This is all electrical and all heat damage. Who lives in a house like this? Who would want to buy a house like this with this great monstrosity as a roof? Oh, I know what it was. You know that meteor, the meteor that fell, it fell right on my house. Oh man, and it was so shocking it made the bricks at the bottom here balloon out. The brick flood. It's in brick flood, of course. I mean, look at the state of this. Very disheveled. The bricks have turned to blocks. You can see the bottom lintel of this window is heat damaged as well. The top is very, it's got, I mean, wow. See the bricks are expanding inwards here. Boom. Showed this picture a while ago too. I thought I'd bring it back again. We've got new eyes. We've got new people in who may never seen it. So I'll show it again because it's such an outstanding picture. And I mean outstanding. This is in my top 5. This is in my top 5. Imagine how many pictures I've seen, how many pictures I've shown. This is in my top 5. Just look at it closely. Look at it. Look what's happening here. It's like this. The viscosity here is trying to separate here. Look at the edge of the melt here. Look. See it? Edge of the melt of this building is here. This sand is brick flood. But it's all, look here, same. It's pouring down. Look at the edge of this rock curtain here. See it? Apertures in there. Apertures. All damaged, brick lines. And this here is just cray the way it's just melting down here and pouring down. This damage here to this aperture is cray as well. But this is just madness. It looks like steps here. But as I said, this is one of my top 5 pictures, and it's there for a reason. And obviously the reason is use your eyes and you see the reason. Fred says evidence. Alchemist. Yeah, this should be getting you moist as well, Alchemist. Oh man, I love the evidence. Same place. Again. Same place, same melt. Look at the flow, wait, flow down. Flowing downwards from above the tripping here, rock curtained over. Look at the angle. This is square here. This has got an incline here. And we've got the people in to give us a scale. So we know that this is, it looks big to us, but in the true scheme of things, it's just a pygmy. It's a very short building now where it used to be a very tall building. Look what happened to the bricks. Listen, Mr. James, I hope I'm getting paid by the minute. We're now hour and 50. That's and it's time and a half. Double time for a Saturday. I might not even have to work tomorrow. Keep on going. Oh man. But as you know, James has already said to you, he's got technical issues, waiting for his internet to come back on. And he's trying to use his phone, but obviously it's not conducive to streaming, as we've seen before in the past with other people that have tried to use their phone. So I'm hoping he's going to be back in soon, all guns blazing. He better said, "Mr. James getting kush." He was when I was when he was on briefly. I could hear him. But I hope you're looking at the evidence, James, and enjoying what you're seeing. Another Spartan Red fire show. Fire. Look at that, it's all ballooning up here. All ballooning underneath and coming up. This part of the building is the same. It's ballooned up here. Made it turn into this rocky shit. And we've got the pockets of fibre up here because you can see the bricks. See an aperture there. It's cray. Cray crevices, very compressed brick lines here, going viscous almost. Here, to see viscous lines starting to appear. Oh my. What are we looking at? We're looking at a melted building, giving up the ghost. We're looking at the flow of the melt coming out. Look, this is all from here. This is flow of the melt. Melting downwards, the flow's moving out from the central point outwards. Again, look, these are supposed to be columns, huge columns. Where are they? Where are the columns? You can see the faces of them, initial faces of the columns, but where are they? Brick flooded out. Heat expansion. Heat expansion. Again, more of the same. I mean, this is another one of them places that a lot of people have been to and shown maybe one or two images, but the ones I've seen never really do justice to the devastation, you know. But this particular one does. I found this very interesting here in between these two buildings here. You see you've got this line here suggesting that it was a separate building from these two, because also at the bottom we have the doorway here, which is recessed, so you're going through two doors there. But it just looks in a very weird position to be in between these two buildings. But look here, you see how thin this one is. Look how fat this one is in between the two buildings. Look how it's expanded all the way out. See the rock curtain here, ghost apertures here, all here, ghost apertures, mad. Viscosity, looks like steps here that are totally expanded. And wow, not even up here, it's like steps here. But we don't know fully, but man, we do know that this is a building. What a shot, what a picture, what a picture this is. And the reason it's a fantastic picture is this, look. This is why I love Yandex, because I can just zoom it as much as I want. I'll zoom it back first, then we'll examine it again. This right side, you can see the whole fascia of the building here. The whole fascia of the building. What we've got going on here. Can't see the bottom. This is why it's such a great picture. Can't see the bottom. Look, it's supposed to be like this, but look, this is here, and then the one in the middle. Wow, look at the arch. Look where the doorway is, and look how the doorway's twisted. Even ghost apertures here, all rock curtained over. I mean, this is. The more I look at it, the more moist I'm getting. Back here, structure. Apertures in this side, but because we see the whole fascia here, and then this is just obscured with the rock curtain, it's just mad. Look at the apertures here. Wow, look all in here. Madness. X factor damage at the highest degree, and I call this victory evidence. I call that one victory evidence. Again, you're seeing just the remnants, the facades, the fronts of the buildings. Everything else has been heat expanded and melted here. Brick ash on the ground. But we won't dwell. It's just to give you an opener, a teaser. Not even a teaser, but every picture tells a story. I mean, here, look, this is the top. It's all cooked out. This is below. Same thing, cooked out, but you've still got the fascia of the buildings to give you a clue of what they were, or what this place was. Huge grid components, fried and melted. Again, same place. As I say, there's loads of pictures of this place, but to me, I look at them and I think, yeah, it's heat expansion, but they're not ones that make me go, wow. Look at the length of this side to the length of this side. Tells you it's leaning. Bottom, no, leaning. You can see it, tell it's leaning. Leaning and melting. Wow. Seen this one many a time too. I've even done a video on this place myself, I believe. But what I thought was interesting is inside this wall. Look, grid component inside the wall. Right here. Massive melt. Melted inside, created like the moat effect. That's why when you see a moat around the castle, it's because of the X factor. And then the actual irrigation system of the grid component fills it up. Very easy to understand. Miles and miles of brick flood everywhere. Look, all the way out here, brick flood. Little pocket survival town here, flooded, brick flooded, right here. You can see brick lines here. Well, you know what? I hope James is going to come back, because if I run out of pictures, I'm going to shut the show. Because I'm not sitting there talking for hours waiting for James. I've got my rest to get. I've got to be up early. It's 12:30 here in the UK already, and you know, it is what it is. Not enough hours in the day for Spartan Red. I need 48 hours in a day to get my shit done. Because really, I'd like to stream in the morning and do the. I'd like to go YouTube stream in the morning and do the chill out zone at night, but I just ain't got enough energy. I wish I had more energy at the moment, but I haven't. Again, look, top of a melted building. Everything else is melted and is now what geologists term and society at large terms a mountain, which is clearly not what they are. I mean, look at this damage here. Oh, wow. Look, tourists. See them going up the stairs. What's in there to see? Couldn't tell you I mean, I wouldn't be trekking up there to go up there, because I know inside is just going to be the same as outside, damage. And I'm not paying money to see damage when I can see it from outside. But this tower's, look, the ramparts. See the line of where it stopped? See the line where it stopped? It stops here, but the brickwork still got chewed up. Here, look, still went upwards. The brick still expanded and cooked. Odin says, I've got 2 hours left. Bake Off, says Ivaldis. Oh, man. Baked off in different style. Oh, let me go back. I'm getting excited again. Again, look. Why have we got these? I mean, look at this, the melt here on this. This was a smaller version of this, I would have thought, but it's the same place. Look, you can see these towers have got that damage to the brickwork. It's just around the back, and look, there's little pockets of survival stuck there. There's one there, one here, one way down here. Oh, one there. Oh my God! And these steps, why do we need steps here? I mean, look, this side here where they put this handrail. This handrail they've put in for the you know who, the tourists. I mean, these pockets here, look, and here, and here. Must be a full day excursion if you're going to go around all these pockets of survival here and photograph, because that's what I'd do. I'd want to photograph everything. I mean, the melt here is incredible. These are all brick lines, block lines that are heat expanded and well damaged. It looks like there's a wall here, right here. It goes on here. There's no land. There's no terra firma. All these terms are redundant because all there is melted red brick buildings and brick ash. As you can clearly see here, these are brick lines. Pockets of survival at the top. Apertures. Again, you're looking at an electrified, melted building here. Look at the damage here in the central part. Look at the damage. Look at the bricks here. Even if you think that the bricks should still be looking like what's around it, and even the ones around it are severely damaged. Hardly any carbon 14 left. You know, going towards the crystal side. This in the center is just great, and this tower is as well. See how this tower is leaning back towards the building. That's supposed to be square, straight up, leaning back. Damage to the base. Makes them topple backwards, as you'd expect. Damage to the bricks. Oh, let me go back. Damage to the bricks. Just want to show you this. Now, that's another bone of contention. You get people say, well, they're made out of mud. They're made out of mud, just like in Ethiopia and Somalia and the Sudan. But check closer. Check closer, see what's under the mud. Look what's under the mud. It's red bricks. Uh-oh. That's an inconvenient truth. Nah, it's only in just one spot. It's only one spot, really? What's going on here, then? Why do I see brick lines here? Get out of here. Get out of here with that bullshit. Don't listen to the historical narrative. It's all bullshit. Bricks. Bricks. Oh, my. Again, just showing the devastation. So what happened to some of these buildings? I mean, it's incredible. Move on. Where are we? Oh, we've still got a fair way to go. I mean, why do you build buildings, have buildings with all this damage on? Surely that all the bricks had to be in pristine condition once it was built. And if you're saying it wasn't, if you built it, why are you building it with this kind of disorder and making the buildings look damaged when you shouldn't have to? Look, this is all balloon rock in here. Look, damage to the bricks here. You don't build buildings in pristine fashion and then leave this kind of mess on the front. Just don't. Look, this tower here, damage to the bottom. Yes, even he is looking at it saying, God damn, that looks cooked. It looks cooked. It looked cooked because it is cooked. This corner is cray. There is a complete madness here. And look at this little retaining wall. Look what happened to the bricks in this retaining wall. Oh, man. And you said, yeah, it's all perfect. They were all perfect bricks. Why would you build with imperfect materials? You don't. You build with perfect materials from the off. Getting back to that place we were, look at the damage to the door. It's missing the bottom here. It's all heat expansion. Huge viscous holes. It's trying to separate here at the top. It's starting of the elephant skin. Look here. It's blocks. It's bricks. Expanding. That's all it is. Same the places, a couple of pictures back, but a different angle, different spot to look at this. But I mean, this is damage as well. The underneath is all rock curtained and balloon rocked. See the damage to this one here. But this is the we see it's not like it's an isolated incident. I keep saying it. I mean, maybe people just don't really understand what we're saying, but everywhere. Now, just to give you a hint, see up here, see how flat it is? What are these things here? These are tire tracks up here. This is where we are. People driving about up here. So if this is the level that we're on, what is all this under our feet? This is all under our feet. Look at the top. My God, look at how it's flowing down the sides. Just remember, these are tyre tracks up here. Car tyre tracks. That's where we are. Look how far down this is under us. Ivalda says it's an incredible phenomenon. How it all started. Oh, we haven't got the gist of how it all started, really. I mean, we're in an enclosed space, dome above us, flat melted buildings that we're walking on. You know, how did we get here? How did we get here? You know, this is a huge melt here. See, the doorway is suffering from the brickitis. This building's got brickitis. I think it needs a blood transfusion. This arch here is damaged, and it's all sat in brick flood. I mean, come on, what does this to buildings? They don't build buildings with all this monstrosity on them, do they? All this damage on them. You don't do that. Yeah, you can see this churning underneath the shell of the bricks here. This is all churned up. You see the line where the bottom part of the shell of the bricks has come away, melted off. Why we've got a doorway so high up? And what's this here? This aperture here? Cray, big cracks, brick lines, block lines. It's always the same, Mahatis. It's always the same, Mahatis. You sitting in a big pothole or standing, and look what he's looking at. He doesn't understand. He knows it's a building, but he doesn't understand where the bricks have gone. These are all brick lines, block lines here, running all the way from left to right. All different states of matter as well, because you can't see any bricks here. If you go to this point, you can start seeing bricks again. Sat in brick flood. Obviously, the building melted downwards, and the top surface area now is brick ash. Oh my! Who builds a building like this? Did the workmen say we're not doing the rest of this building, Squire? Look on the left here. Where the bricks have left the building here. Oh man! I'm trying to read the comments. If you're watching me leaning over like that, bro. Yo, Derv, how are you? Great to see you in the chat. Yeah, so what happened here? Yeah. This is the rest of the building. This is brick lines here. The brick lines of this building have just heated up and expanded, started to open up. Just like a concertina, an accordion, like an accordion. How an accordion opens up when you pull it. This is what's happening here. It's being pulled. This is leaning back and pulling upwards, and obviously the pressure. The density and buoyancy is making this stretch apart. The density and buoyancy, the pressure, but because these are brick lines. Okay, look here, this the arch here, heat expansion, deforming the arch. I mean, wow, we've got people here. Look, I've got some slightly different photos to come up, but they're on point for the Eagle Eye crew, because as soon as I put them up, they're going to start laughing. Because there's a little joke going around that we keep on using about the people that built these and the tools and stuff that they use to do it. So you'll see what I mean when I start when the pictures start cropping up, and why it's so funny to me anyway. Getting melted building. You're looking at melted building. You're looking at the actual expansion of the churned up bricks pushing the walls out. That's what you're looking at. So say these buildings, they didn't implode, they exploded outwards with the expansion of all these bricks. Clearly, look, this wall is being pushed out. It's not straight. Being pushed out in this corner here, gone, churned up. backside. It's just how many bricks here. Look, in this dome here, collapsing, and bricks are all expansion. But how many bricks here on the floor? Loads. I mean, they had. I mean, obviously it was the core of their setup that these buildings had to be made from red bricks, because we just see a phenomenal amount of red bricks in each building. You know, like sometimes the walls are like 10 courses of bricks deep in some of these buildings, but if they weren't, we wouldn't have any pockets of survival. It'll all be brick ash. I don't know if you've ever seen a film called Dune. It'd be like Dune. Everything's turned to sand, to brick ash. So, you know, they built these buildings to last. And thank God they did, otherwise we'd have no clue. Again, you can see this is twisted, this wall, because of this expansion here, pushing it out this way. All these domes are all fried. I mean, if it wasn't for this heat expansion here, this doorway would have been gone, because you can see the transition into the melt here. See bricks here, then churning here. Look at the bottom, bricks, churn. Up here, churn. It's a huge block here. Boom, bricks on the floor. In the brick flood expanded here. See the edge of a melt here. Boom. Where are we? Yeah, I forgot to turn the oven off. Yeah. Oh my. And my. I need to get a drink. Right, listen, guys, just look at this picture, and I will be back in a jiffy. I need to get a cold drink. Excuse me.
What is up? They keep on fucking with me. Be like, ooh.
Oh, right, I'm back, guys. Thank you for your patience. You know, I'm on my own at the moment. I'm supposed to be reserved. Reserved. Oh, you're back in, James. Nice one. Right, you should be able to hear me now. Can you hear me, James? See, it says Soldier James. Can someone just let me know if my audio's okay? No point me speaking if you can't hear me, guys. Alchemist says, Soldier James says, Derv, roll them or light them if you got them. James back in the melted building. We hope. Oh, Alchemist says, okay, 007, thank you very much for that. Oh, James is back. How we doing? You still on your phone? Fred says, I hear you, Spartan. But we can't hear James. James, can you hear me? Earth calling James. He's not right. He's not right because he should be able to hear me. Anyway,
I can hear you sometimes. Can you hear me now?
Right. Yeah, I can hear you.
Your picture comes on, goes off, and then I can do the chat, and it freezes up. I just cussed out the damn cable company.
Right. Oh yeah. I don't blame you. I would be doing exactly the same.
Man. But I'm just sitting back enjoying it. But I'm gonna try and stay as long as I can, and hope I'm waiting for these bastards to get this thing going. I hope you can hang out.
Well, I mean, as I said, once the evidence runs out, Spartan Bread's going to bed.
I got you. I don't blame you.
If it doesn't pan out, James, don't worry. We're going to do the Sunday easy tomorrow, so you can your evidence is already there in your hand. So we'll come back in
about 160 pigs.
Yeah, I've got 200 again. Close to 200 again. And as you've already seen, what I've been showing, it's I'm always bringing the fire, as you know. I hope you've been enjoying it. Actually, it's a bit. It's a bit of a downplay because I like you to comment on what you're seeing, and with this intermittent internet with your phone, you can't do it, but you can still enjoy the imagery, and I'll still chat my silliness as I go along.
Yeah, I don't even get to see all the pictures, so I'm gonna have to watch it after later on as well.
Oh yeah, well I suggest you do that because there's some real jaw droppers that I've dropped. Yeah, some real jaw droppers. as you know with me. Mr. E is in the house. 420. Yeet, he says. Yeet. Glad you're in the house, Mr. E. I hope you're having a blessed weekend. But I won't linger because I can't believe it's nearly 2 hours 20 minutes already, and I've been talking all the time. I can't believe it. What's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with me. I like to talk sometimes.
Yeah,
we get back into
great evidence too,
though. Listen, I always say I just put it as I find it, and I just have this knack of finding it. As I say, sometimes I think it's being sent to me. I think someone's sending it to me, directing because you could go anywhere and happen upon a thread of evidence and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But for me, it just seems I keep landing like the proverbial cat. I keep landing on my feet when it comes to evidence. I keep finding, to me, they're just mind blowers. Like this is a mind blower. Because this here, you got as exactly prescribed on the tin as we've been saying for a long time. When these buildings melted, the outside shell of the bricks remained. To all intents and purposes, it looks like a building. But under that initial shell of bricks, we have the churned out bricks now that look like this. You can clearly see that these are either white or yellow, look yellow, or gold coloured bricks, and they've now behind that have all chewed out. All the remaining shell is only in sporadic spots. But if you look to the right here in the right hand corner, bottom corner, we have an archway well down here in the melt. It looks like a dome here that's been damaged. We have untold horseshoe magnets going along here in this infrastructure here, and another dome on the top here. So this whole this whole place is totally been brutalized by the X Factor. When's a brick not a brick? It's always a brick. It's just in a different state of matter. Sorry, that's a geology joke. That's not even a geology joke because they don't tell jokes, they tell lies. This is a meltology joke. When's a brick not a brick? Well, it's always a brick. It's just in a different state of matter. That's how you get it. I mean, look at this here. This is at the top, cooked, mangled, rock curtained over. But when it's exposed, look at the bottom. Red bricks, red bricks, red bricks. They melt here. Aperture, ghost aperture. Wow. We bring the fire. Again, they're calling them mosques, they're calling them churches, they're calling them cathedrals, but they're only grid components. Heat damage grid components. Look how blocky this one is. It's a consistent electrical charge here because the blocks seem to be very similar in size. And what's going on here? Look at how it's churned out on this corner. All the small pieces. All the small pieces in the corner. The dome, the blockiness, the carbon-14 staining, the brick flood. Consistent all the time. Showed this before as well. Just wanted to have a little bit more of a close-up shot of it. Just to confirm the bricks, really. See the bottom of the 3 columns here. You can only see 1 column here. And it's, it's double the size of these. Damage to the bricks, it's all gone blocky, chewed out. Inside. Excuse me. See inside, look. Look at this column. Why is it so small? Why are the bricks like this? Why are the apertures all filled out? Well, this one is it anyway. The small one there. No, this column here. Why are they so small? They've melted. Look what happened to these columns. Look what happened to these columns. Look at them. Brick flood at the bottom. See, this is very, they call this gravel, but it's little small pieces of red brick that's melted but hasn't turned to ash. More bricks. Here we go again with these huge walls. I said earlier, sometimes you have up to 10 or more courses of bricks in a wall. And here's a classic example. Look how thick this wall is. But notice how it's all churned. The bricks are all churned up. Again, here, look. Churned up bricks in between the skin of the walls. Where do you expect to see bricks running all the way through? You don't. You see brick on one on the interior and bricks on the exterior, but in between it's all churned up and mangled. I like to prove what I'm saying. Look at the brick flood. It's melted down. Look where the windows are. Half the size. This is edge, look. Bricks popping out. Popcorn bricks. Oh my. Same again, look. The initial outside of the building, the bricks look okay, but then under that, look, it's churned here, look, churned. Look at the bricks, look at the bricks. Oh my. They're supposed to be perfect rows of red bricks, but they're not that no more. They are not perfect red bricks anymore. Why? Say churning and yearning. Churning and yearning. Excuse me. maybe laugh. One of you guys in the comments the other day said, Spark, you need to get a new lighter. I've got about 20 lighters. I've got about 30 flints. I've got 2 tins of lighter gas. And do you think I can get a lighter to fucking work consistently? Madness. Again, look. See the bricks? It's the skin. Under the bricks, the churn. That's what we're dealing with here. Again, in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of nowhere. Look around. Nothing there. Nothing this side. Nothing this side. And we've got this melted building. Sat there on its lonesome. Look at the roof. Look at the damage to the roof. The bricks in the roof. Wow. Heat expansion in the arch here. Look. See the blocks? Windows expanded as well. Around this brick flood. Everything melted. Now, this is why I like to do research, because I can go anywhere and everywhere. And I go anywhere and everywhere and I still see the same thing. Melted buildings. Melted buildings. This has got the black and white pattern on it, as you can clearly see. But it's gone very blocky at the bottom. And where is the roof? The roof is damaged and it's mangled and it is heat expanding and it's made of bricks. Middle of nowhere again. It's another one with this damage, the damage to the top of the dome here, for the bricks in the top. Look like clinker bricks. Huge blocks underneath. Look, block, block, block. This one's going vertical. See the viscosity here in this block. The arch. Look at this. How expanded this part of the arch is, and where's the rest of it? Here, look, this side's mangled, and then this part of the arch is nowhere near the same size as this. Incredible. Viscosity holes here. Viscous holes. Boy, I won't be able to talk tomorrow. I ain't never talked this long. Well, I have actually, 2 hours. I've done 2 hours before. Oh. Uh-oh, it's called unconformity. I can see unconformity memes happening. You see, I mean, most people might not be able to figure out what this is and what this is here and what this is behind. These are towers. This is what's left of a tower, my friends. Look at it. Look at this one here. It's more square, this one, so it's more, it's more identifiable as a tower. We think that these grid components had 4 corners. You see four towers with the walls and the ramparts above, and look at the balloon rocks at the bottom here. Wow, incredible. But this here, cray. I don't think I've ever seen anyone post this picture. Seen this before though. I mean, look at the damage to these columns. Look at the brickwork. Look at the melt here in this area. Look at these huge blocks fused together. This is Egypt, by the way. It gives you a clue of how these pyramids were formed. Again, more melt, more buildings sunken into the brick flood, apertures at the brick flood level, and below. Look here, more apertures, damage to the top part of the grid component here. You can see this the stucco here, the edge of it, but even that's damaged as well. I hope you guys are liking the evidence. I'll try and bring the best I can. I've said it before, you're only as good as your last video, your last stream, or your last piece of evidence that you posted, which is why I'd like to keep my evidence fresh. And you may have seen pictures before, but even if I've seen them before, I try and find different angles and different views to enhance and to inspire other people, because it's all about inspiring you guys to go out and search and do research, and maybe even, you know, if you're really enthused about it, set up a little channel, start showing your evidence. It's all about that. It's all about that. Again, more damage, more buildings giving up the ghost to the X Factor event, as you'd expect, because everything was affected by this. Because everything was affected by the X Factor, because it came from below. It came from the grid that the buildings were plugged into. Come on now. You heard the song. They built this city on rock and roll. They certainly did not. This city was melted downwards. It's melted downwards, of course. Look at it. It's melted downwards. Grid components, towers, domes, horseshoe magnets. Look, horseshoe magnets. It's a grid component. Yeah, more the same. Grid component. There's a dome. It's been. I mean, look at the heat expansion here in the bricks, and here, the arch is expanded inwards on the left-hand side, and it's sat in a huge lake of brick flood. This is brick flood, and then huge melted buildings all around. Excuse me, I can't read what this is, but I think it's either Iran or something like that. Don't matter to me, but you know, some people, you know, they base their research entirely on where a place is from and when it's supposed to have been built, which is the wrong way to do it. That's James trying to get back in again, is it? Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He's off again. Oh no, he's back actually. That was him coming back. Maybe we'll be able to get in. Maybe his internet might be running now. Who knows? But again, look. Huge piece of grid component here, leaning back. This tower's leaning back onto this wall at the top. Bottom of this structure is the bricks here are damaged. But look at the transition here to this, and look what's going on underneath this. These are verticals here. It's going vertical here. See the vertical block lines here, right here. Boom. Heat rising from the bottom, making the bricks expand into balloon rocks, and then they start climbing up. It stops here though. Stopped there, luckily for this. But by the time it had done all this damage, all the bricks had been affected anyway. Here we go again. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Now, as far as I can see, I can't see any mud floods doing this. I can't see any of that mumbo jumbo they attribute into what they see around them doing this. Look here. This is a huge rock curtain here of the building. And this, all in here, all this that you see in here is pockets of survival. But look here. There's a door. There's an aperture below it. There's an arch below it. Another arch here. Aperture here. You see the top of the bottom part of the tower here. There's the entrance here, and it's melted, and it's now underneath the rock curtain here. Look at the tops here, all flat and melted. The brickwork here is all damaged, and it's all brick flood. Can you see? All these pieces are sitting in brick flood, flowing the A-frame of this melted building. What is this shit here? Look. This looks like an arch, and it funnels down into a tower. Cray, and it's surrounded by a wall. Madness. It's madness. Oh, man. Oh, please. Derv says, Spartan, I love seeing other Irish people coming into the university group and showing evidence I previously showed. It's a small world, as they say. It is, and it gives you a little bit of encouragement if other people start posting your stuff that you've showed. I mean, Ireland is full of stuff. I need to go back over there and look over there again and have do a complete video because there's so much in Ireland. It's unreal. Yeah. Domes, damaged bricks, blocks, balloon rocks. It's hot to trot. It's hot to trot. I'm trying to rhyme. And failing miserably. But sometimes when I try to rhyme, it goes mad. When I just do it, it just, ad hoc, it just comes into everything rhymes. It's a madness. Again, look at the deformity here. It looks like the hunchback of melted buildings here. Sorry. Hunchback of melted buildings. Look at this brick here. Look how it's expanded up. Oh man. And the ground, look. All heat expanded bricks at the top here. Wow. Incredible. You can see the melt inside here. Look. On the outside wall. Fantastic evidence of the X factor. How you doing, Fervent? Why don't you jump in, mate? Why don't you jump in? I hope you've had a good day. Great to see you in the chat, but you should be jumping in. Get your narrow, sexy self in here. Yeah, no, top of the building here. Look at all the damage here as it's come down. It's engulfing other buildings here. Pockets of survival here. This is lucky to still be here, but it's damaged as well. And this, to me, is just some madness. I've never seen this place before. How this place has escaped me, I don't know. Look at this shit. Right. For starters, all these cranes and stuff you're seeing in this work is remedial work. They're not building, they are renovating. Right? They are renovating. And I'll tell you how you know it's renovating. Look at the brick flood around this place. Look at the brick flood around this place. That is X Factor. This is an old world order complex here. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'll just let you look at that because it's mind-blowing what you're looking at here. All these are grid components. All fucking grid components. 100%. Wow. I just have to take a breath because I'm looking at this. Absolutely incredible. They're trying to fool you here. It's another one of they're trying to lead you up the garden path by putting these cranes in. People think, oh yeah, they've built all of this. How the fuck are they building all of this? Look, this is no way that we can build this now like this. No way. No way. And this at the back, this is a huge dome here. The same as this, but even bigger. And they're renovating it. That's all they're doing. I mean, look, towers everywhere. All heat damaged. Look closely. Look at this one. Dino, if you're listening, get yourself in here, mate. Saturday night, you can sleep when you're dead. Only joking. But get in here. Be great to see you, mate. Look at this shit here, this dome. Bricks. Heat damaged bricks. Boom. Look at this half dome here, but it's invested in the side. It's heat damaged. This one has been painted, and otherwise it would look like this. Wow. I mean, man. Horseshoe magnets. Grid component. Horseshoe magnets. Grid component. Infrastructure. Place is cray, mate. I just love this shit. I love it. Come on now. I'm showing you what the grid looks like. Come on, Dino. Just Get a smoke on and get your butt in here. Again, this is grid component. See the damage to the columns here. This blue and white pattern should go all the way down, but it doesn't. Cooked off. What are these pieces in the ground here? What's happened to this building here? This grid component. Where's the dome on it? Dome has been melted off. It's very small dome now. That's what it should look like. I mean, you look at it, you just think grid. You just think grid component, 100%. And this is flooded over pieces of red brick here. Flooded over and then it densified and it's just stuck there. A bit closer so you can. I just want you to see the bottoms of the columns. Are you not going to answer me then, James? You're answering everybody in the chat, but you're not answering me. I said, get your narrow butt in here. Yeah. See the angle that how it's melting downwards.
You mean Dean?
I meant Dean, sorry. You know, I'm just so infused with this evidence, James.
Oh yeah, it's great stuff. I love it every time. Like right now, I'm watching it, but then all of a sudden, the picture would be gone, and all I see is that Samuel Jackson in the background. No picture.
Right.
I'll be able to hear your voice sometimes, and sometimes it's free. Like, oh shit! So I miss all that evidence.
Yeah. You'd be well pleased when you watch the catch up, mate.
Oh yeah.
You know, you'll be giving it. Oh, I need to screenshot. Especially some of the earlier stuff is mad, absolutely mind blowing. Even if I'm saying it's mind blowing, you know it because I've seen so much.
I got to see the circle building. You said you haven't seen. I've never seen that one either.
I've got some more of that anyway. Don't worry.
Nice.
I was so infused by it, mate.
I'm glued to the screen. I just have I have everything off because it starts locking up on me.
Yeah. I mean, I hope they come and you switch back on soon. We've got Fervent in the chat, so I've been telling him get yourself in here, and he hasn't reached yet.
Yeah,
get your narrow
butt in
in
here. Answer is just it's automated, and they don't have a time frame. So okay, 3 hours ago you had a time frame. Now you don't have a time frame. Great.
Yeah. So what they're telling you basically is that it'll come on when it comes on.
Fiber optic cable. They said that the crews are working on a fiber optic cable. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay, mate. I believe them.
On
a Saturday.
Fiber optics.
Yeah. On a Saturday, I think it's probably just one man who's got to cover about 300 miles of cable.
And I'm sorry about that, Eagle Eye Crew. Man, I was looking forward to this. I am so pissed off. I had to just calm down because I was ready to break something. I said, no, I can't afford it. And
you can't do that. Yeah. You know what, James? There's always there's always tomorrow night, my friend, and these things happen. You know, there's always tomorrow night, and no doubt.
Hopefully, Dean gets in, shows some evidence. I don't even know if he has evidence, but extended some. This thing comes on, but man, it would be tomorrow. For the Eagle Eye Crew, Brick love to everyone.
Of course, Brick love to everyone. This is why I want you in, Dean, so we can give James time to switch on, so that you can get on tonight. Otherwise, I'm going to have to close the stream once I've done. If you come in with evidence now, we can keep the stream running, and hopefully James can. The internet will come back on for him, but we'll see. Maybe Dino's just got in from work, and he just needs that little time just to get himself together. Because I mean,
I understand he may not have anything. He might just want to come and chill, say hi, and you know how he fits in. You know how we do. Come in and represent.
That's it. Represent. It's all good.
But Alchemist may have something. I don't know. He wants to come in.
Well, Alchemist, I threw the link in the description box. Alchemist says mind blowing evidence.
Yeah, I put it up there
as you always do in the chill out zone. I'll do. So the link is out there if you want to jump in, Alchemist.
Valdez, I'm sorry I didn't get in, Valdez. I appreciate you coming into the chat, Valdez. It's always great to see you, brother. Always
The
great to see
Prince, the Prince.
one of the originators. Yes, absolutely. Appreciate you
Of
taking
course,
time out of your day to fly in. It's like everybody else.
original.
Anyway, carry on, Spartan. Great stuff. I'm surprised it's even allowing me to talk right now.
You good, mate. You good. I'll just keep rolling on. You know me. I'll keep rolling on. And amazing myself sometimes. I mean, look at this. Again, they're creating the narrative now with the cranes and shit that they're building this. No, they're renovating this. Look at the melt. Look at the melt. You cannot build this. They can't build this in the melt. No way. Look here, all these horseshoe magnets. This is old world order. Why would they be building this? They can't. This is old world order that's being renovated. Look at the amount of domes here. Look at the amount of domes. This is cray. All these horseshoe magnets with domes on. All with domes on. It's amazing. Look at the brick flood everywhere. Look at the brick flood in every direction. This is all from here. This is just nothing compared to what it was. Wow. Again, and you ask them for the real construction photos when there was nothing here, and you can't find them. They'll never be able to produce them. Here's another look at it. And this is why I know this is old. Look at this particular part, this central bit. Look down. This is melted down into the brick flood. The inside is all flooded. This is down in the flood, in the melt. Look. Oh my. And that's that same grid component, but look at the pieces in the brick flood on the ground. Look at the pieces of the brick flood on the ground. I know this stuff here at the back here, this building's amazing and it draws your eye, but I'm looking at this stuff that's trapped in the brick flood here. You've heard it says it's lit, sir, and you're at it. I'm always at it. You've heard it says you'll never sleep. Oh man, listen, they do 4 or 5 hours. We can't do. I can't do a 5 hour. I did a 4.5 hour one yesterday. But it's testament to the MVPs and their determination to show evidence, different evidence every night. This is why we have such long streams, because I want everybody to show their evidence. They've worked hard to get the evidence. I want them to show it. No time limit. I might have a time limit, but there's no time limit for the guys. And it's great now because they're all doing their own shows. They know how to come in, come out, end stream, start stream. It's good. I can just bugger off and go to bed. Again, this is old world. They're just renovating it. And, you may not be able to see it here, but there's another shot coming up. I mean, here we go. Look, this is the proof. Right? Look at what's around this grid component on the ground. This is all brick flood. This is all melted building right here. All of this. All of this is sitting on is the rest of this building. I've never seen this picture before, and I've seen a lot of pictures. And this one kind of blew me away. It blew me away. Look at what you're looking at. Just on this one in the center, you've got the central spindle with horseshoe magnets, but inside the horseshoe magnets you've got more towers. My God, you're telling me that we built this? You're joking. We don't build stuff like this. We build straight up and down. And put triangles on the tops of stuff. We don't build this. Oh man, look at the melt. Look what happened here. Look at the melt of this building. This is how you know it's old world. If it didn't have this, then they could probably get away with, we built this, but because it's got this underneath, this is the proof that it's not from us. This is from the old world order, and it's exactly consistent to what they would do with a building. But I've never seen a building in this kind of configuration with so many domes within domes. It's cray. Again, the same sort of madness with these domes. They're everywhere, look. And columns. It's all grid component. It looks like it's in the middle of nowhere because everything else in this supporting part of the computer grid is melted and gone. It's under your feet now, under this plant life. You know, you need to go and see my old videos, because I've been to this place in one of my old videos, and again, it's look where it is, in the middle of water. In the middle of water. So therefore, if you're thinking that they built it with the water here, you're on your 6th booster, or maybe even your 7th. Right? What happened? These buildings melted, and then the water level rose and submerged the foundation of these buildings. Pull the water out, you will see where the rest of these buildings are, and you'll actually see that this building here in the back is connected to this one here in the front, in the foreground, but it's all underwater. Again here, look, see the old Raja Guru going up here, and you can get to it. There is like a little walkway that takes you onto the main part of the melted building. But this is still cray-cray. I mean, this design, the molds, and they're talking about this is being built maybe 300, 400, 500 years ago. Some places they're telling, oh, it's built 2,000 years ago. I highly doubt that. I doubt those terms and those dates, because one way or another you can't prove it. It's all made up. Again, in the middle of water, horseshoe magnets, towers to the domes. The dome over here. This is green. This one. You know, how did they build that in the time frame they're giving? I mean, you know, how? This is our fault for not questioning them deeply enough when they give us these narratives. Instead of questioning it and digging it out the truth, no, we take it as bona fide. They're scientists. They've been to higher schools of learning. You know, obviously they know what they're talking about, and this is the deception, because they don't know what they're talking about. And if they do know what's going on here, they're lying. They're getting paid to lie. Another angle of this wonderful, wonderful place. I mean, come on. If that doesn't say high-tech grid components, nothing else will. Nothing else will. This is just incredible, that what I'm seeing here. What is it for? I mean, even if you want to say that we built it now, or that these cranes are building it now, what is it for? What purpose is this set up for? And you know how much it must cost? It would cost to build this now. We can't even build this now. No way. How do you set these components that are inside the horseshoe magnets? How do you set them in there? Oh my days. This is so complex, it's unreal. How you doing, Meltdown Under? Great to see you. Just so let everybody know who doesn't know, there'll be probably two shows going out tomorrow. There will be the Sunday Easy Part 1, which will be streamed on YouTube, and then business as usual at 10:30, the Sunday Easy Part 2 in the evening. Kind of doing the recap of the morning and stuff, but it'll only be the recap. The stream tomorrow morning, it'll only be a recap of what I'm showing you now. For those that didn't want to watch the whole stream, I'll just do maybe an hour stream in the morning with some nice music on, and relax us into our Sunday Easy, which is what it's all about. Anyway, I just wanted to show you this. Hope it zooms up okay. It's kind of okay, but this is red bricks. Red bricks, red bricks. Heat damage red bricks above and around. But these arches are, it's red brick. Everything's red brick. As I say, I've never seen this place before, and I've seen some places. And this one just drew my attention immediately. That setup, I've never seen that setup before. Again, inside now. We're inside and we've got melted building inside. Wow. Look at how big these arches are. Who the fuck are these archways made for? Who are they made for to be so big? Wakey, wakey. Again, why do they have so many domes? Look. And it's all melted. Brickwork here is melted under this huge, big central dome. Look. What's happening here? You've got this archway with windows and bricks. Then you've got another archway that's got nothing but melt. And then the next one's the same as this first one. Madness going on. Madness is going on. I'm doing nature. Ivada says, this vast requires planning, calculating, 3D modelling. Yeah. You can't just throw them kind of structures up willy-nilly. Yeah. I mean, you can't. There we go, look. When you see it's green, you know it's been heat damaged. Look at this towers to the domes. Beautiful tower, beautiful dome. But the dome is heat damaged. You see these apertures? They're all filled out. Look. All filled out. It's been painted because it shouldn't be that colour, because the brickwork would be red and grey and shit once it's churned up. So it's been, you can actually see, if you look, let me just zoom it so you just see the, look, see how it's churned out, expanded out. You can see the little blockies in there. Churned out. You can see the surface of the churn. Even here, look, churned out. You can see it. It's not bricked up, it's churned out, filled in by the internal part of this dome, which was bricky, and it's filled these apertures out. Sorry. Why do we have to have so many domes? Why do we need so many bloody domes? Cray. Towers to the domes. It's all grid components. These look like big tits. Sorry for my language, but that's I say what I see, and I always have done. I'm sorry about that if that rubs people up the wrong way, but it looks like boobies to me. But of course, we've got the text still on the top of the dome here. On the dome here, this is what it should look like. You see the bricks are all damaged here. Columns heat damaged. Got tech here behind. It looks like it could be ventilation. This one. It looks like, you know, ventilation veins. You know, like to let air in and out. We're going low key now. Low key. Don't tell four. Sorry. I just want you to see this pile of bricks here and here, because you can make out the bricks quite obviously. And then the other thing that's interesting is when you look at the melted building itself. Look, cooked out bricks. See the brick lines. See the brick lines. We're not joking when we tell you everything was made out of red brick, concrete, moulds and mortar, because it was. You know, people think this is mud here, but they won't look at the brick. They can actually see individual bricks. My. Here we go. Here we go. The poor donkey. The donkey saying, "Fuck you, bricks." You ruined my granddad. You ruined my dad. You're not gonna fucking ruin me. Fuck you. Oh. That's an interesting thought meltdown. She says, maybe it's the next game. No, I'll put it up. Hang on, let me put it up. Maybe it's the next level game being constructed for the next lot of people they intend to populate. Populate it with after they wipe the current population off the face of the melted brick earth. Maybe, you can be right. Fervent says, badass. What's badass, mate? It's the donkey, says Dove. Oh, Deborah says, the first time watching on big screen TV and those bricks are really muffed up. The bricks have been Donkey Konged. Sorry, I can't help it. It's just the way he's got his head on there, like saying, oh, fuck you, bricks. My feet are killing me today. Look here, look, balloon rocks. Boom, boom. All balloon in here. Obviously, you know it's a building, but they don't understand what's happened to the bricks. But luckily for us, we do. King of the donkeys. Uh-oh. Oh, I need a new bed. My donkey's getting a bit lumpy. They've got a muzzle on this poor dog. He must bite them, so they have to put a muzzle on. But obviously, you know, with me, everything revolves around melted buildings, melted bricks. And look what the donkeys stood in front of. Look at the bricks in this. They have ballooned up. They are blocked up. They are viscous. The ground is brick ash. Come on. And of course, you know, Marcus Aurelius, he started this donkey business off with his intro. I just thought that was so funny, talking to those donkeys. It made me laugh. Every time he mentioned red bricks, it turned his head away. I've had enough of red bricks to laugh me a lifetime. Oh, bless you. Again, one man and his donkey sitting on melted red brick building. Oh, every time I see a donkey now, I just break out into laughs of derision. Poor chap. He's looking at all the bricks that he brought up from the day before. They turned into, I'm sure they were bricks. They're fucking huge blocks. They felt like huge blocks. At the time, he said it was only 10 bricks. I knew he was a lying bastard. Broke my back. Broke back donkey. Again, look at the melt behind him. Oh man, this is bricks. This is brick lines. It's building. Make out little pieces of brick here. Wow. And he is not a happy donkey. Look, his ears are back. His eyes are in slits. He's probably looked at the next pallet of bricks he's got to bring up. Oh, Nan's sitting out waiting for a cup of tea. And, you know, look at this shit here at the bottom of this building. Churned, blocking, balloon rocking in her building. See, the stucco is still here, look. See the bricks here, and then it goes, the stucco's still on the edge. But you see me, I like to capture as much melt as I can in all shapes and forms. Oh, it's donkeylicious. Donkeylicious. And this is all melted building. See the A-frame here. Look at this wall. Bricks are churned up. What he's standing on. Yeah. He looks very, very disdainful. As you would be. Oh, 2 for the price of 1. It's donkey love. Donkey love. What happened to the bricks? What happened to the bricks? Poor old donkey. They get everywhere. They've been everywhere. They've had to because they carted the bricks into all these regions and impossible locations. These two have lost their wings though because they're retired. No more flying donkeys for these two. I love it. And we have no donkeys this time, we've got horses. But I just wanted to show the melt behind here. Look, all this melted building here, all melted building here. It's all melted building, all the wall blocks. Balloon rock outside, look. My. See, I've gone animal crazy. We've got we've got camels now. We've got camels now tied up in front of a partial wall that's made out of blocks. It's made out of blocks, and smaller pieces at the top. Look at these here, look, they're all melted. All of these little columns are melted. My. Oh, this one's another retirement. He's in a retirement home. He carted his own bricks to make his own stable. How about that one? How about that one? Oh man, look at this. Nothing left of this building apart from an arch and a few heat expanded bricks that stuck to it. Oh my. And the wall, back wall here. So he must live in there. He's got his water there, and that looks like it's a pitchfork here. Well, that's where they tied him out. But, it's just a remnant of a building, and it's now being converted into a stable. Another grid component. You see the before at the back, and what it became after the X Factor at the front. See this here? This column with a dome sunken back into the wall. Same as these are, but these are even more melted. You can see the runoff of the melt. See the apertures closed up. These are all windows, all closed up. See the melt? See the way it flowed? Look at this wall here, sat in the brick flood. Further, we're not listening to you, mate. You should be in here. Now, a lot of people make the stupid comment, oh, but these buildings are made of mud, and I mentioned it earlier. Then some may be, but this certainly isn't made of mud because we can see bricks. Bricks. Look at the corner, bricks. I'll zoom in. Bricks. Thank you. And if this went a little bit more, it'd look like this side, bricks. Look at the melted chunks of bricks here. See it in the walls. Melted chunks of bricks. Heat expansion. Tower. See the bricks in the tower? It's not mud, it's bricks. Wakey. How viscous it is here. Boom. And just as we start, we end. Bam. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed those pictures. That was my evidence for tonight. I'll be doing a watch along. I'll be doing a watch along in the morning. I'm not sure. Maybe before 10 o'clock UK time, I'll be up and ready to do it. Dino says waiting for the bus. I knew it was going to be. He was a late one. I didn't realise how late he was going to be. But never mind that. It's just great to hear from you. I'm glad you're okay, mate, and on your way home. You deserve to sit down and have a good long rest. Yeah, Fervent says, ladies, get ready for another night with me in the melt. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's coming soon. Another ladies' night. And what a panel we're going to have on that night if we can get everybody in. It's going to be one heck of a show. Hopefully we'll get Jen in. Deborah will be in. We might get Tara, Steffi, maybe Patty if she can stream. And There's a couple of others, so it could be a quite lively night. Fervent will need to keep his to keep all these ladies in order. So it should be quite fun. But that is
Absolutely.
Spartan's evidence for tonight, I'm afraid. That was close to 200 pictures there. 3 hours nearly. That's good. Considering I'm supposed to be number one reserve.
That was great stuff.
Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you. Meltdown Under says, thank you, Spartan. I must go now. Love to you all. Oh, love to you, Meltdown. Great to see
Definitely
you.
number one reserve. Great
Yeah.
stuff.
Hopefully you'll get in and see me on the stream in the morning, Meltdown, because I know it's, that morning stream is quite conducive to your time frame. So I'll be reviewing what I showed tonight anyway. Fervent says, love it. Fire. EEC. Love you, Spartan. I love you too, mate. Love you too. You know, I'll just do it. Whether I'm on my own or whether I'm not, I'll just do it. And once I get into my stride, I can talk for hours, especially if I've got plenty of evidence to show. And also, you know, it's all done for you guys. All this research is done for you guys to inspire you, to make you go out, to make you talk to other people, to make other people understand that, you know what, you're not seeing right. You're not seeing right. You need to wipe a little bit of spittle in your eye, and then you'll be able to see. Odin said, Blade Runner 2049 full of melt. Exactly. I watched that the other night, actually. This looked like Blade Runner, said Evaldus. Exactly. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, well. Listen, people. It's now 20 to 2 in the morning. And, we're having trouble with... James is having trouble, so I am going to close the stream now. This 3 hours is good enough. Gives you a chance to relax away from Meltology and come back and join me tomorrow morning in the Sunday Easy. And, James will be in tomorrow night for sure, and so will Fervent, I believe. And that will give me a chance not to do anything tomorrow night. I want to be the one sitting back just watching. You know, who wrote Brick Love? Was that you, James? Because I never typed in Brick Love. We must have the StreamYard bogey. Oh, yeah. Fervent says, yeah. What, you're coming in tomorrow? Definitely. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Cool. Yeah. It probably works out for the best, James. Not the best. The best is for you to stream.
Can you hear me?
Yes, mate. I can hear you. Can you
hear me?
I can hear you, James. I can hear you. Look in the comments.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it in the comments.
You don't need to type them.
Oh, no. I can hear you. Of course I can. I'm just telling them all that, it's, obviously the ideal situation was for you to stream, but, you had your second best. Spartan came in and did a show. And, Dean and James are able to keep their powder dry.
Oh, yeah, you did great. That was a great show. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Well, listen to this. Alchemist has just made a comment. He said, James, if you want to continue to stream, I have 50 picks. So if you want to continue, James, you can. Alchemist will come in and show his 50 picks. Fervent said, I could have come on StreamYard with my phone, but no way. Yeah, best to wait for your laptop, mate. We're not going anywhere. We'll be back tomorrow. And everything will be up and running properly by tomorrow with James.
Great.
And
I
will
won't
be in. He'd have had a rest. And
got to jump in there because I'm...
Yeah, you broke up there, James. Deborah, the Red Brick Chick says, you rock my world, Spartan Red. Oh, bless you. Deborah, you know what? I love you, Spitz. And you know what? It means so much to me when you make these kind of comments and you comment on my work. It just to me it just makes it all worthwhile. All of you, when you know. Alchemist says, but I get it. It ain't no fun without a good internet connection. It does. It takes away from your experience, and it's a pain in the butt. You know, we had this, you know, nearly a year ago with certain people where their stream was constantly messing about, and it ain't no fun. I can assure you. So I think it probably works out. Fervent says she likes her cornbread. She loves cornbread with a little bit of Aunt Jemima syrup on top. Cornbread. She loves that cornbread. Yeah, James, you just start talking, then you keep cutting out, and that's due to your phone. I don't think they can handle streaming that well. You have to have a really, really good top line phone for it to really happen. I mean, they give you the option to stream from your phone, and they know you start streaming from your phone, you using a lot of data, and it breaks up and all shit. And they could fucking remedy it by giving everybody the same phone with the same capabilities, so that you can stream without any problems. But hey ho, it is what it is. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. She likes the cornbread.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, I think I will close the stream, and Alchemist, I'll send you the link, and you can get in tomorrow night in the Big Easy Part 2. It'd be fun. We just all lay back and just, you know, take it real slow. And, you know, most people have had a busy Saturday. I know Dino's had a busy Saturday, and it's just nice to just relax.
Love everybody.
Yeah, not do too much, just show a bit of evidence and relax our way into Monday. But I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I'm sorry James has been very intermittent tonight, no fault of his own. Blame the internet providers for that. But I was okay. A little bit tired because I weren't expecting to do so much. I didn't even think I was going to show a lot of pictures tonight because, I expected James to be on and a few other people to be on. Haven't shown in. James showed in, obviously.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh, you showed up, mate. That's all that matters. MVP showing up is all that matters. Alchemist says, Deborah, good to see you. It's always good to see Deborah. Always. It's always good to see everybody. And hopefully a few more of you will be making yourself known on the Brickathon Marathon. We want to see you definitely then. Just even if it's just to jump in, say hi, and sit in the studio and chat on the evidence that's being shown. We need all you, as many of you that can stream as possible. Now, Alchemist says, "Cool, brother. Once that better, I'll finally catch some sleep." Exactly. You got, you have to temper everything with family and sleep and work and everything. Because me, I've got all the time in the world to be doing what I'm doing, and this is why I can put out so much content and so much work, because I've got the time to do it. And now I'm getting the peace and quiet to do it as well. So the levels are only going to go up with me. But you have to lead from the front. I'm not saying I'm a leader. I'm far from that, but I like to think I'm up there in the leading pack. Lots of love, you all, says Derby. Yeah, it is. It's all love. It's all brick love all the time. We need to love more. We need to spread love more. It's one of the most important things that we have as human beings, but we're not using it right. We're not using it right. Very strong force.
Cornbread.
Right. It's the cornbread situation. Anyway, that's enough waffling from me. You've had enough of that tonight. Deborah, I've been holding out on you guys, saving some epic underground pics we'll show on stream. Listen, Deborah, we have this from everybody. Even your wonderful Mr. James is hiding stuff. So we expect it. Because everyone wants to drop that jaw-dropping stuff, mate. But it's all good. I can't wait for you to come on the stream, Deborah. I'm so looking forward to seeing you again. Without any of the problems that you had with your phone and stuff. And, even when you come in, if you manage to get in for ladies' night, it's going to be a buzz. I'll be in that night myself. Not in, but I'll be buzzing around. I can't leave I can't leave Dino all on his own with all these wonderful ladies. He won't be able to keep on track about anything, and I have to keep him on the straight and narrow because he's a bit of a flirt, Dino. Oh, he is a bit of a flirt when he goes there. Dino, the Machino. The Machismo Machino, that's what he is. Dino, the Machismo Machino. Yeah, that's him. But what a lovely guy. I love him. He's right up there in my estimation. And I don't really rate people. They're normally letdowns, you know, but not Dean. He's a top guy. Same as James. Not never let you down. Top guy. And as I said in my video on the review, that these guys are the real superstars, and it's my pleasure to step back and let them come to the front, to the fore, let them develop, let them move Meltology forward. I'm getting tired.
Thank you.
I'm getting tired. I need to have more days off. And thankfully I can now, because we are looking to stream every night. And that means I get a good break from the stream. I come back refreshed. I haven't got to research so much because I'm only doing 1 day a week, making one video review a week. The guys will all have to be posting, and they all know now they have to post their own reviews up in the group. I can't be doing all of that for you guys anymore. And it's only right and proper because you have to grow up. You have to grow up. Everyone has to grow up. You have to take your responsibility. And especially if you're coming in the chill out zone, you have to be correct in what you're doing, what you're saying, and what you're showing. But this is why we're so great, because we're always correct in what we say and what we're doing, what we're saying, especially when it comes to Meltology. Anyway, people, I hope the rest of your Saturday is blessed. I'm now into Sunday, by the way, if you didn't know. And please come back tomorrow. Watch out for the Sunday Easy tomorrow morning. I'll be up and streaming by about 10 UK time morning. We'll see. I'll redo this evidence again for those who missed it or who don't want to go through the 3 hours, and it'll be a quicker version of what you've seen tonight. We'll whiz through the evidence again. But please take care of yourselves and take care of one another. It's vitally, vitally important. James, sorry things didn't work out tonight, but they'll work out tomorrow night. And it is frustrating when you're all set up to go and stream and then it doesn't happen. So I understand your pain, my friend. And I wouldn't be pleased.
Evidence for the next day available.
Yeah, exactly. Powder dry.
Yeah.
Now you're ahead. So any evidence you get from now on is for the future. It's great. That's how I like to work myself. It's the best way to work, because then that you're always in front, and then the searching for evidence isn't such a pressure. It's not a pressure. Alchemist says, "Be blessed, all of you soul rebels. EEC, one love." Exactly. Be blessed. You are blessed. You can see what other people can't. You're blessed. Very, very blessed. And you are soul rebels, because most people will, even if they see, they revert back to type they don't want to know. But you guys, you want to know. You want to change the world. You want to change people's opinions, and you want your children to understand what's gone here, and your grandchildren to understand. You want them to be brought up in truth, not in the lie. We've had enough of the lie. We've had enough lies. We need truth to be at the forefront of everybody's lips now. Anyway, James, we'll catch you tomorrow. Dino, see you tomorrow. And Alchemist says, EEC, spread truth and love. Exactly. That's all we can do. That's all.
Likewise. Take care.
Yes, take care of yourself. I'll see you tomorrow. The link will go up for Sunday Easy later on. I might even do it tonight. Depends what time I get to bed. I've got to have a big spliff and a huge shot of Jack Daniels. I wasn't expected to be on for 3.5 hours. This quite shocked me actually. But you know what? It's been a pleasure, and it's great to be able to put the evidence out there and talk talk my silly talk over the top of it, and people enjoy what they're seeing. And obviously, you know, the Eli crew will always support its own members when it comes to putting the evidence out, because, you know, it's always on point. It's always on point in the chill out zone. It's the fire. We bring the fire. Anyhow, guys, I am going to shut the stream. We'll see you tomorrow. Remember that the Sunday Easy start part 1 is in the morning, and Sunday Easy part 2 will be 10:30 in the evening. Brick love, guys. Brick love, all of you. Take care of yourselves. Be back soon. Spartan Red out.